What is up, everybody, and welcome to the Big Brother winners rankings. I guess that's what we're going to call this. I am here with Michael M. Is it M underscore Davis or is it M
Yeah.
Davis?
M
Okay,
underscore
underscore
Davis.
Davis 1998. Say hi.
Hello.
And we have
Pour me
Tim.
Hello.
He was from YouTube Survivor. He flopped in it.
I did not flop. I made merge.
He got ninth. That's half.
Did I make merge? Not flopping. I'm dateable.
Nah, you got idled out.
Exactly. That means I was robbed.
Yeah, sure. But anyways, we're here to rank every single Big Brother winner. The three of us, we did rankings, ranked them 1 through 17, and then I averaged all of our scores together and I meshed them, and so we have everyone ranked. That one Big Brother, except for Big Brother 1. Of course, this is Big Brother US, so no Canada, no UK, no Australia, no Indonesia, no whatever other countries done Big Brother. And we did not count Big Brother 1 because it's completely different from the game that these guys have played. And also did not count Big Brother OTT, which is, again, different from what these guys played. And because I couldn't stand OTT. I hated it.
Really? Wasn't that bad?
It was god-awful. Like, I hated almost everyone in the cast. But that aside, it felt like a bad Survivor season to me. But anyways,
like Thailand or like Redemption Island?
Like San Juan. Well, I'm the only one that thinks San Juan del Sur was a bad season, but
I love San Juan del Sur. So I think you're thinking Thailand. If you hate everyone, it's Thailand.
and I hated San Juan del Sur because everyone except for Keith and Baylor that I liked went out early.
You didn't like Natalie? Wow.
No.
Oh, I love Natalie. She's like one of my favorites all time. I'm not even a feminist, and I like Natalie. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
Anyways, we're here to talk Big Brother. So, can anyone have guesses as to what's number 17 on our list?
I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know. Not maybe. My number 17.
Number 17 on our list is, drumroll please, Adam Big Baller Jazinski, or whatever his last name is.
Whatever. People call him actually Big Baller?
Apparently so. Apparently people call him Big Baller. Did not know that. But, yeah, so Michael and I both had him 17 on our rankings, and 17, 14.
14.
Yeah, Tim had him 14 on his rankings. So, Big Brother 9, one of the arguably worst seasons of Big Brother.
I don't even think it's arguably. I think it's just the worst.
Well, I mean, if we counted OTT, I would say OTT is worse than Big Brother 9. But since we're not counting OTT,
opinion, I think
Big Brother
9. I can see people liking OTT. Anyway, sorry.
Anyways, like, what was Big Brother 9? Michael, I think you've seen it more. Like, I've seen most of this season, but I didn't watch some of it. Tim, I don't think
Zero.
Big Brother 9 was basically, it happened during a writer's strike, I guess. And since Big Brother's not scripted, that's why they did a winter season. So it's like they did a twist where it was like some kind of lover's twist because it started around Valentine's Day or whatever. So they paired them up into couples, and then they evicted them as couples for like the first 2 weeks. And then some guy left, and so they brought somebody back in the house and paired them up. And then I don't know. It was just really, it was really weird. Yeah, it was really weird. And then they brought somebody else back in the house as well. And yeah, it was just really
very confusing.
Yeah, very confusing, very weird, and yeah.
Parker was
wrong. I actually liked Parker. I think Parker would have actually done well in the season, and if he would have stayed, I think I would have actually enjoyed the season a little bit more than I did.
Yeah.
But because he was the only
fan, but oh well.
I mean, he was the only one that I could see, like, I don't know.
For.
Yeah, he's the only one that I could root for.
Yeah, this is just to excuse my accent. It's not that I like Adam. It's just I think there were 3 winners that had a little help that did not involve players.
No, No, I probably should put him in the 14 position because there are 3 winners that I don't think even deserve to win. I think the other person in the final 2 should have beat them. And I mean, we'll get to those later.
Really?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I can
And
think of 2. I don't know a third.
I have very strong arguments.
Like Nicole Paul. All right, we'll get to him. We'll get to it.
We'll get to him when we get to him. But Adam Jasinski. Now, I will say he played a decent game. He played a decent game. And it's not the fact that, you know, he even played a bad game. I don't think anyone else in the game played a game. I do think Sharon got screwed over by that question in the final 3 HOH.
Now, only people remember about that season. Sharon got screwed.
Yeah.
Do we think Sharon would have taken Adam to the final 2?
I don't know. I've never seen him.
I feel like Sharon probably could have beaten Adam anyway. So
in the final 2,
maybe. I don't know.
I think she came back, didn't she? She was the one that came back.
Yeah, she was the one that they kind of just let back in. So I think they must have like had the buyback planned or whatever, so they had them sequestered still. And so then when the one guy
quit,
they
who quit? I forgot.
They Neil, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Neil Garcia. Yeah.
And then I don't know if this is actually what happened, but I'm pretty sure they like let him choose which one of them to bring back or whatever, or they let him choose to stay in the game with her or leave. I don't know. It was really weird.
It just shows how sloppy of a season Big Brother 9 was.
Yeah.
Now, here's my thing with Adam. The reason I didn't put him any higher than even those 3 people that I think don't even deserve the win, I don't think they deserve 500K, is because of the sole fact that if Adam ever came back into the house and played with a different set of house guests, he would be one of the first ones out for being a creep.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
If he
I can agree with that.
Like if he was in BB7, do you really think he'd be first out for being a creep? Really?
In which season?
BB7.
Well, you're saying that BB7 would be BB All-Star.
Let's pretend it's the same cast and take out Allison and put in Adam. Do you really think he's gone first?
Why would we take out Allison?
Take out whoever you want. Do you really think he's gone first? Take out Howie or take out Marcellus.
If we take out Dr. Will, yes, he goes first. If we don't take out Dr. Will, no, he stays.
Okay, so
he still would never even have a chance to win, though.
That's true.
No, he would have no chance in winning. He'd be a bigger floater than Chicken George.
Hey, he won some comps. Adam did.
He won 2 comps. Oh wait, you're talking about Adam or Chicken George?
Yeah, Adam.
Oh.
Adam won some comps.
Yeah, but again, that's compared to the Big Brother 9 house guests versus the Big Brother 7 house guests.
Very true. Very true.
You have Janelle, you have Boogie, you have...
You're right. All right, we'll continue.
All right. So, Tim, I know you can't really talk about Adam too much.
I cannot. Skip me.
Michael, have you said everything you wanted to say against Adam?
The biggest thing for me was the fact that he didn't take Sheila to the finals. I really hated that move so much because, for one, they were paired up to each other at the beginning of the game, and she had like a 16, 17-year-old son, and she was only there for the money, and he literally wasted her whole summer, and it just kind of irked me. And so I haven't liked Adam because of that for so long. And then also, I feel like Ryan played a better game than Adam, personally. So it just like, I don't know. I just have never liked Adam. So
I could see Ryan playing a better game. I think Adam kind of led Ryan.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I still think Adam deserved the win. But like, it's just the thing. Like, if he came back, he's not gonna have a target on his back.
Yeah.
Except that he is, because he's a huge creep and he's weird and people don't like him because initially they did not like him.
I think they did like an all-winner season. I think they did
gameplay-wise. So I thought, gameplay-wise, I think he's better than 3 people. Now, if we're basing off personality, I might rank him 17.
It's mostly gameplay that this is based on, but
yeah. But still, his gameplay, I think, just personally, I wouldn't have voted for him in the end, personally. So I just feel like most of the winners I would have voted for in the end, but him I would not have. So
Okay, that's fair. And that's, again, 3 of mine.
Yeah.
So now we're moving on to number 16. Very close. Adam had 6 points, by the way. Very low. This next person has double the points that Adam does, with 12 points. That is, drumroll please, Lisa Donahue, Big Brother 3.
You guys.
So let me look at these rankings here.
Really weird.
I had her 15, Michael had her 15, and Tim had her 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12.
So none of us actually had her in her spot, like as low as that, but still.
Right, yeah.
No one had her 16. I think some people really like Jordan for some reason.
Yeah.
I love Jordan, sorry.
I love Jordan too. I'm
For gameplay?
a little biased on Jordan, but for the most part,
more than others.
we'll talk about
the one person in the top.
we will talk about Jordan when we get to Jordan. All right.
I will argue Jordan.
That'll be soon.
All right. Lisa Donahue. This is one of the 3 people I think do not deserve the win in the finals.
Oh no, never.
I agree.
Never. I think
Absolutely not.
for one, Jason Guy should have won Big Brother 3.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Jason Guy was
They had only themselves to blame. Why would they evict Amy over Lisa in Final Four?
That is true. That is the only fault in
Yeah.
both Danielle and Jason's game. I don't understand the move. I think it's one of the worst moves in Big Brother history. And if we do
Underrated.
a podcast, if
One
we
of the
do,
most underrated worst moves.
that's true. And if we did a podcast on that, I think, which I want to, that'll probably be a big contender. But for one, Jason Guy deserved the win. For 2, Danielle Reyes deserved the win over Lisa Donahue.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So I think all of us agree. All right, let me just stop you. I'm just saying Lisa was a good player. I'm not saying she deserved the win by any means. I agree with you. I think she at least was good. I think if you put Jordan up there, Lisa over Jordan, I think Lisa was a much better player than Jordan.
We can't compare 2 people that can play completely
I know, but
different. See, like, it'd be different if it was Big Brother 10 to Big Brother 11. This is Big Brother 3 to Big Brother 11. Power Veto's a new concept. It's just completely different. And the cast are completely different, too. Big Brother 11 is so loud and abrasive, and Big Brother 3 is more of a quiet cast.
Yeah.
Um,
I just feel like Lisa just didn't have the.
we can do for 16.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say about Lisa Donahue. I just don't think that she made the correct moves.
I don't think she would have the chance, like you were saying. I don't think she would have a chance to win in a seat. Like if she came back for like an All Stars now, I don't think she'd have a chance to win at all.
Well, definitely not.
I think she would have. I think she'd definitely have a chance for second. Like I think it would be easy to carry her to second, but I don't think she would have a chance to win.
Unless she reinvigorates her game somehow.
The only reason that she won is because
they saw the
jury. Bitter.
The jury saw.
The jury was allowed to see the episodes and such.
Yeah.
And that was a bad move on Big. I'm glad that they stopped that immediately after that season. They realized that Danielle Reyes should have won, and that's why she was brought back for All Stars instead of Lisa.
And she still played a pretty good game.
Oh, she played a fantastic game in All Stars. I am trying to keep.
It's just that there were others that did better. So and they had pre-mades or whatever. So
Hey, but they knew about the pre-mates.
That's true.
But still,
it's not like they're unknown pre-mates.
That's true. That is very true. But Lisa Donahue, Tim, do you have anything you want to say about Lisa?
I mean, at least she got good as the season went on, whereas some winners stayed like this the whole time and did nothing. As a person who I ranked last, I'm going to argue because I think you guys ranked a little on personality than gameplay.
And Tim, to be fair to you, when I was watching like the RHAP live feed correspondent guys, they did this ranking. Jordan was last in their rankings. They're very intelligent guys too, so maybe a little bit more intelligent than maybe the three of us. So, so people agree with you. A lot of people agree with you. I think someone else had Jordan last that was going to do this, and then they dropped out. So people agree with you. I personally don't, and I believe Michael doesn't agree with you at all.
I think a big contender also is that Big Brother 11 was one of my favorite seasons, and that's one of the first ones I watched. So I watched it a lot more and in depth. So I think that has
my favorite
big.
It's a really good pre-jury. I can tell you that.
It's a really good season overall.
Yeah, that was a good season.
Kevin Campbell was very much raw.
Kevin?
Oh, I agree. I agree.
One of my all-time favorites.
Watching that season, I didn't realize how good of a game Kevin played, but then rewatching it and listening to podcasts and stuff, he played a great game.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I agree, 100% agree. All right, let's move on to number 15 in these rankings. Only 1 point above Lisa. 13 points. Drum roll, please. Rachel Riley, Big Brother 12 and Big Brother 13.
Thank God. All
right. Can we all agree that Rachel was handed the win by production?
Yes. Yep.
It's a shame.
Shelly should have won. Rip Shelly.
Okay. Now I have my
Kalia. Kalia was my pick that season.
I have my problems with both of those.
Unless Kalia was with Portia, she would never have won.
Very recently with Kalia, but I've never thought that Shelly was a good game player. And Tim, once again,
either.
I was watching the Best Players to Never Win podcast by these guys, and she was like number 4 or 5. I just don't think Shelly Moore is a good player.
No.
I really don't.
She was the best out of the.
She voted out Jeff when she never needed to. She had absolutely zero reason in evicting Jeff, and she did it anyways, just out of spite.
If Jeff won his way to the end, and then what?
He would have been targeted the next week.
If he did POV, and then he went HOH like he did, like Kevin Martin did.
He's not the comp beast.
That's true.
He won a couple comps, but he wasn't a comp beast.
That's true.
So, I have my problems with both Shelly and Kalia.
Bringing a duo in the final 5, that's very.
Well, that's after production had got their hand in it. So
I'm talking about if she did. Who was it? Oh, Rachel. If she did Rachel over Jeff.
Here's my thing. I have my problems with Big Brother 13. I didn't like the season. Probably.
It was okay, but I wouldn't rewatch it.
I think I enjoyed Big Brother 16 more just of entertainment value over Big Brother 13, which had a little bit after Luan's idiotic move and Kalia agreeing to do that, and Danielle Donato, in my opinion, one of the better Big Brother players.
Oh, I love Danielle.
They both agreed to go along with his idiotic plan of Luan coming back as a superhero with superpowers.
That was hilarious. That was
hilarious, but it's absolutely stupid.
Yeah.
100% stupid. Rachel played a decent game, and I do think she deserved it over Portia. I'll give her that.
100%. I hate it when people say Portia should have won.
They just like Portia.
Oh my God.
I had Rachel 12 in my rankings. Michael had her 13, and Tim had her 16.
Yeah.
So
I was almost considering putting Jordan above her, but I didn't because, yeah.
At least she won comps. Jordan won what, 1 in 11.
2.
The last one, 2.
2. Yeah, because she won that head of household that they threw to her.
Oh, okay. Okay, so she technically
but she still did good enough. She still did good enough to beat everybody else other than them, though. So,
I mean,
was it golfing? It was golfing. Wow, she can golf.
Yeah.
Jordan was in that final 4 with Rachel, Adam, and Portia, I think Rachel would have beat any of them.
I think Jordan wins.
I think Jordan would have beat Rachel because of personality.
Yep. That's also why Rachel's really low. Because if she comes back, I don't see her.
Oh no, she's gonna flop. She's gonna be at least.
That's why she's really low.
She's production.
She'll be like out week 1. Honestly,
But she won't. She'll never come back. She's production.
Thank God.
Yeah.
But she might come back on The Amazing Race, maybe, which I like. I didn't like her in Big Brother 12, and I absolutely despised her in The Amazing Race. I kind of liked her in Big Brother 13. She was a little bit more.
She's an underdog, I guess.
Yeah, underdog, but see, I don't even really care for the underdog stereotypes. In fact, I more just so despise them than anything. Like
I'm an underdog person.
like Cody and Jessica this season, I despise them. I don't like them. I don't care that they're underdogs. I could give two shits. But yeah, Rachel was kind of handed the win, and I think we all can agree on that, and that's why she is as low as she is. I still think, unless Kalia got in her way, she would have won. I still think that. But that's where people are coming from. Next up, let's see. Yes, let's see, 17, 16, 14 on the list. Drum roll, please. Jordan Lloyd. Ah, boy. Jordan Lloyd. So
that's right where I had her.
Tim had her 16.
Last.
17, my bad. 17. Michael had her 14. And I had her number 5.
Oh gosh. That's a little high.
Now,
That's a little high.
let me explain why I had Jordan Lloyd, my second favorite Big Brother female, behind Brittany Haynes. Let me explain why I had her number 5. All right. First off, she deserved to beat Natalie Martinez.
We wasn't agreeing with that, but Natalie's one of the worst players ever. So
I wouldn't say that.
Natalie.
She's one of the worst finalists ever. Not one of the worst players, but definitely one of the worst.
All right, fine.
Yeah, I agree with that.
She did absolutely nothing except for, I think she won the first set of household competition, and after that, she did nothing.
No, Jessie did. Well, I guess she won the competition, I guess, but
okay. But Jordan, I think, played a fantastic game. I think she played the second best game of the season, aside Kevin Campbell, who I still think should have won the season. I mean, like, could you explain to me why I'm wrong here, Tim? I know you're more down.
He never gets to the end if production didn't hand her a coup d'etat.
She handed Jeff a coup d'etat. Now, it wasn't. Yeah, that was pre-planned before the season began. It wasn't a thing that production just gave away.
Okay, here. I want to show you how. Do you want to watch the episode on which when they voted for the coup d'etat? They handed Jeff a Golden Boy edit where he was the underdog. He was a beautiful, bright star. And then they're like, oh, now who you want to vote for coup d'etat? And they basically knew he was popular and he'd get it.
I forget who was up before the coup d'etat. Lydia and
Russell.
Russell. Okay, so was Russell leaving that week?
I think Lydia was actually.
I think Lydia. No. It was Russell.
Because if it was Russell, then I can agree that Jordan might not have made it to the end. But if it was Lydia was kind of against him anyway, so I don't think it mattered.
The coup d'etat was implemented into the game before the season began. And I see why Jeff won it. Like, I see why America liked Jeff. I like Jeff.
I love Jeff. Jeff's my favorite.
Yeah, the edit.
I used to like Jeff a lot more than I did Jordan, but now I kind of like Jordan a little bit more than Jeff. I think she's a better – I'm not going to say a better game player, but I don't know. There's something about personality. There's a little charm to Jordan. So, Michael, why did you have her as low as you did?
Well, honestly, I think there's just so many – I think she's a good winner. There's so many other people that are better. Like, it's not that she was a bad winner to me. I think she's just not in the ranks of the rest of them. So, I had 3 people under her, 2 that we already said, and I mean, I just feel like she just played. I mean, she played a good game, and she had a good personality, which I think was a strategy, because if you don't have good personality, you're not going to get the votes in the end, no matter what. I mean, it doesn't matter what you did. And then I think she played a good enough game to get her where she was. She did win when she needed to in the end, because if she didn't win in the end, she wouldn't have got to the end. So, That's what I'm thinking. So
looking at my list now, I really want to change 5 and 6. I really want to put Jordan under my number 5 or my number 6. Do you guys mind if I change that real quick?
Sure, do it.
Maybe
you should move her to like 12th. I don't understand.
I still think that she is the
how she beats.
best.
I get personality wise, like I get why she'd probably be the top 5 nicest winners, but her gameplay is.
Oh, I think she'd be the top nicest winner, to be honest.
Yeah, I think she'd be.
Other than maybe Lisa.
I don't know. Ian's pretty.
No, I can still argue about Lisa. But anyways, yeah, Jordan Lloyd. I think she played a fantastic game, second best to Kevin, and one of the best seasons of Big Brother. What, do you disagree that Big Brother 11 was a fantastic season?
I don't think it's top 5.
I think it's top.
I would say it's top 5.
I would say it's top 1. Big Brother.
I'd say it's like top 3.
7 and 10. 6, 7, and 10 are top 3. Should be top 3.
Big Brother 6, I didn't really enjoy that much.
I got bored with 6.
Yeah, I kind of got bored with 6 too. I kind of
like classic like power swing like almost every week.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just got bored with it.
Like I didn't care about anybody in the season too much. I like, I kind of like Janelle.
Did you already watch BB7? Is that why?
I did watch Big Brother 7 before Big Brother 6, but
might be why then.
I think I did too.
Kesar, but he went home too.
I did not like Kaser at all. I hated him. He was so annoying. I don't understand how he was a fan favorite at all.
Kaser, James, and Janelle are the only 3 people that I somewhat like.
I liked James and Janelle, but.
And anyway, we'll talk about Big Brother 6 when we get to Big Brother 6. Jordan Lloyd, number 1 in our hearts, number 14 in the rankings.
Not number 1 in my heart.
Oh, well,
I'm 1 in your heart, maybe.
You don't have a heart then. Okay. So what do you guys think's number 13? We've already talked about Rachel Adams.
I don't know how you ranked my 15, so we'll see.
I think it'll be Steve.
All right,
Really?
Number 13. Drum
Ian,
roll,
maybe.
drum roll, please. Ian Terry, Big Brother 14.
Yeah.
So let me see here. 17.
My rank is pretty
I
close.
had him highest.
Yeah, Tim got him 13. Michael has him number 8.
Mhm.
And I have him number 14. I have him.
I can see a case for him lower though.
Now, I love Ian Terry. I really do. I love him. If we're talking nicest winners, I think he's a close second. But here's my problem with Ian Terry. He's one of the 3 people who I think don't deserve the win.
Yeah.
Dan Giesling deserved the win over Ian Terry.
Mhm.
Now, I think it's a bit closer than the other 2 people. One was Lisa, and then the other one that we haven't got to yet for some reason. You guys. Anyways, but Ian doesn't deserve the win over Dan, but it's close. Like, Ian played a game where the other 2 I don't think played that strong of a game. I think Ian played a strong game. I think it was just second best to Dan. So, Michael, why'd you have him so high?
I had him higher because I think he knew what he was doing. Like, he knew that being like a social like flop basically at the beginning was good for him because it kind of kept everybody off, like it kept him off the radar from everybody. And then, but I do think that without Dan's handiwork, Ian wouldn't have made it as far as he did.
He would have been out at
He would have been
final.
fourth, 100%.
Well, no.
He would have been fourth, definitely.
No, he would have been 5th. Because remember, Dan was the one that took the target off of his back at Final 5 and decided to take out Jen.
Okay, whatever.
Okay.
He would
But
not
then
have
he
made
would
it.
have got
We're-
fourth,
we're
too,
not gonna
so.
make it.
But yeah, that's what I put Ian higher because I just think that once again, like with Jordan, I think he played a better game than most of the people I put below him. So yeah.
To be fair, but I mean, like, the only person I put under that would be Adam. The other 3, I just don't think if you deserve the win, you don't deserve to be high on the list. But that's just me. That's how I ranked it. Tim, what do you think about Ian Terry?
Well, he would have been first out if not for Boogie
that is
winning
true.
the coach's comp.
That is true.
That's major points off. And then he was lost at a lot of points in the game. I don't think he knew that. I think the whole, like, his squad or the duck thing or whatever. I forget that.
Quack Pack.
Quack Pack. Yeah, I don't think he realized that they turned on him.
Great.
I don't think he ever realized that Danielle and Shane wanted him out.
People like to compare Steve and Ian. I cannot stand that
because they look each other. They're both nerds. That's the only thing I think.
I think Steve played a way better game.
I agree.
Than Ian. Yeah. Ian was lost. Like, if you watch the feeds at Big Brother 14, he was constantly going to people and asking, "Hey, what am I supposed to be doing right now? Like, what am I supposed to do?" Especially to Dan, more so to Dan than anyone else. But he would go to other members of Brittany. That's another person he would go to. Then again, him and Brittany were pretty close. Wish Brittany would have stayed longer. When Brittany went out, I think that should have been a red flag for Ian.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it was a little, but I think Dan kind of talked him out of it. So, like, he had two people that he was able to rely on. When one of them went out, he just went to the other one even more. And Dan did keep him in the game because I honestly, I don't really know why. I know why at Final Four, because he didn't want to go to the end with a showmance, which is obvious.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't keep Jen. Because I feel like Jen was...
That's my thing. Why did he keep Ian over Jen? I'm very confused.
I thought Jen was with him.
I think Ian just showed more loyalty to him.
Or wait,
who's Jen going to be with?
Did Ian win Power Veto at Final Five? Maybe that was it?
Maybe.
I don't know. I think Ian was sitting on that block a lot.
Ian was a comp base, though.
He was a comp base.
He won the last 4 HOHs that he could play in, didn't he? Because he won like 4 in a row.
I think so.
I believe so.
Last 4, maybe last 3.
I think he won 4 in a row. Let me look it up.
I think he won 3.
I think it was 3.
Let me look.
I know he won the double eviction one, and then he won the final. He won the final one.
But like for a guy of his physique and, like, you know, nerdiness, I guess. I was very surprised to see that he.
He won
the final 5 HOH. That's why
he won the double eviction one. Then he won. So that was week 6. Then he won week 8. Then he won week
10.
Well, no, it would have been week 9 because it was a.
So he skipped the week.
It was a double or whatever, and then he won the final HOH. So he won the last 4 HOHs he could compete in.
There you go.
Because he
got out. The final 5 one
then. He got out Ashley, Frank, Jen, and Danielle.
Yeah. So he won the final 5 HOH.
Yeah. Because it was Danielle and Jen on the block.
Yeah. So he should have been gone 4th.
Yeah, he should have been gone 4th.
So, you know, Ian Terry, great player, just didn't deserve the win over Dan Giesling. That's pretty much all we have to say about him. Number 17, 16, 15. 17, 16, 15, 14.
We're on 12.
We're on number 12. Number 12, guesses?
Sure. Be like, wait, what was...
I'm thinking Steve, but I'm not sure.
Probably, I don't know. I forget this list.
It was 17 Adams, 16 Lisa, 15 Rachel, 14 Jordan, 13 Ian.
Yeah, I'm thinking Steve or yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Steve.
All right, Tim, guesses?
Dick, just because he's the lowest of my ranking. That's the
all right. Drum roll, please. Wait, who was? Oh yeah, Drew Dreschel, Big Brother 5.
Really? Okay, that was my other guess.
You guys ranked him that low?
Yeah. So
I ranked him higher than 12. I ranked him 11.
13, 12, 11, 10.
I ranked him like 9.
Yeah,
But
Tim.
that's one of the seasons that I was iffy on that I didn't really watch completely.
Tim
so.
had him 9th. Michael had him 11th. I had him 13th.
Okay.
So, Drew Dreschel.
He's from Ohio. That's where I'm from. So.
Ohio's where I'm
Bonus
from.
points.
We chew them like it's gum. Okay, I don't know.
I think if
everybody
you
got
say
that.
like name an average male winner, I think Drew would be it. I don't think he was anything lower. I don't think he was anything higher. I think he's just average.
Here's my thing with Drew Dreschel. Diane, that's one. Definitely deserved to win more.
You're there, so
was basically the brains of the operation.
he lost by 1 vote to Cowboy.
And it was Cowboy's sister.
2, Cowboy. Cowboy is an idiot.
And he lost by 1 vote.
And it was his sister, which is the best part. That's my favorite part about that.
Do we not think that Nokomis would have taken Cowboy to the end?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why Cowboy evicted Nokomis, but
Cowboy's a dumbass, all right? Like, I like the guy. The Cowboy's one of the biggest dumbasses.
all right, we're not talking about Cowboy. Talking about Drew.
Drew Dreschel, he played an okay game. I think it was very overrated from what most people give him. I mean, he didn't necessarily float to the end, but I mean,
He got 4 HOHs, including the final one, and then he won 1 POV.
he did Diane's dirty work up until final 3, where he cut off Diane.
Yeah.
Yeah, smart move.
Yeah, but I mean, don't you think he would have beat Diane in the end?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I didn't watch that season enough.
I didn't watch it either. Yeah, we might have to be like, I don't know, next winner.
Yeah.
We haven't watched BB5.
I've not rewatched BB5 since I first saw it, which was a few years back. So maybe I'm a little bit iffy on Big Brother 5 and Drew Dreschel's gameplay, because the only thing I remember is the 6-finger plan, Nokomis, which was a very big thing in reality.
He did flip on the 4 Horsemen. I remember that.
Was it? What I'm trying to remember, is Jason that season?
Yes.
And was he the first one to be flipped on?
No, Scott. No, actually, no. Well,
I think
Scott
it was
was
Jace.
the first of them to
It
go.
was Scott, then Jace.
Yeah.
Scott went out,
And then
he's the
Jace.
4th one out, and then Jace was the 5th one out.
And then the twins came in.
We could argue as to why in the hell Jace Wyrie was brought back for Big Brother All Stars, but that's a different discussion.
And then he
Which
was
is popular.
almost brought back for a
Canada.
yeah.
Canada.
Yeah.
Who was?
I think it was because he was. I think he was the popular. I think the fans brought him in.
Who? On what season? On All
BB7.
Stars?
BB7. I think.
What was Michael talking about?
He's talking about being Canada, right?
Yeah, there was a season, like an international season. I think it was Canada. That there was a vote. It was like, I think it was Tim or something. And then
Did you guys not watch BB Canada?
Yeah.
No.
Not really. It's
Yeah, Tim got in over him on BB Canada.
Yeah. And then Tim got like what,
Tim-
3rd or
Tim
4th?
who?
Yep, Tim
Tim
got
who? Tim who?
Tim
Not
Dormer.
maybe US.
Australia.
Oh,
He won
Big Brother
BB
Australia.
Australia.
Jace? Why Jace
Jace
Wyrie?
was a public choice for All Stars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jason got picked by the fans.
Okay, I don't know. I just have a thing against Jace Wyrie, I guess.
I don't really like him either, so I feel
He
you.
played kind of good in BB7.
No, not really.
Better
In
than
Big
BB5.
No, I think he played better in 5 than 7.
Really?
He got out earlier in 7.
Yeah, one placement.
Still. No, 2, but still.
I think if BB6 doesn't win fucking 5 HOHs in a row, he's fine.
Yeah.
But that's his fault, though. He relied on Big Brother 6, or he tried to rely on Big Brother 6.
Okay, argument. Should he, we're going way off Drew, but should he have said cancel these nominations and him and Janelle sit on the block for week 1?
Yes, then Janelle would have gone home, Dr. Will would have been in trouble, and the whole season would have changed.
I don't know. Would POV have still happened? I don't know. because she wins POV.
Yeah,
That
that's
one's
true.
POV.
But still,
Anyway,
what if she doesn't?
Yeah, we're just have to skip Drew because I don't think we know.
I think they just kind of assumed that they wouldn't do that. But
All right.
It's kind of like nebulous. Like we don't know where Drew like his actual gameplay, so we're just kind of putting him here.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that. So number 11. Who do we guys think? Who do we think it is?
I don't know your ranking, so I'm just gonna
still staying.
I'm still go with Dick. I don't know.
All right. Drum roll, please. Steve Moses, Big Brother 17.
Like, you guys are great. Dick,
That
like,
took a while.
Why is he this low? I have absolutely no clue. I hope one of you guys
Michael. Point to
I
Michael.
put him 16. So
hold up. Let's see. Tim.
I ranked him like 7th, right, or something.
You have him 11th. Tim.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Michael has him 16th, and I have him 5th. He's who I changed Jordan with. I had Jordan 5 and.
I definitely could see a case for literally swapping him and Ian though. Now that I heard you guys talking, but I don't know. He just like for taking Ian lower and moving Steve higher. But I don't know. For Steve, I feel like he wasn't there for most of the game. Like he floated a lot of the way, and I do think in the end he deserved the win against Liz completely 100%. But I don't
So
know.
you think him second to last?
The other winners, I don't know.
You put him over Lisa?
Yeah.
Ew.
Or under Lisa. But,
under Lisa, yeah.
But
that could easily be swapped though.
Okay, so I want to argue for Steve Moses and why I think Steve Moses deserved the win.
He deserved the win, but
Vanessa Root. Well, a lot of people are saying that Liz Nolan for some reason deserved the win.
No, never.
She was the
Liz's speech was terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Julia Nolan deserved the win over Liz Nolan. Austin, whatever his last name is, deserved the win. I was about to say Mahone.
Masterson.
What is it?
Masterson.
That's a stupid last name. So I'm just going to go with Mahone.
Johnny Mac deserved the win.
Okay.
Johnny Mac deserved the win over everybody but Vanessa, to be honest.
I was about to say that. All right. Here's the power rankings for Big Brother 17. Vanessa Russo, John McGuire, Steve Moses. Now, here's my thinking. Steve Moses played a fantastic game. He kind of played the game that Ian Terry wanted to play, but couldn't play because of the target that was put on his back week 1. Steve Moses also he was playing B week 1.
Wasn't Steve on the block and he had to battle back? Or not battle back.
No, they did the battle of the block and he lost actually. And whoever he was up
against. He won Power of Veto.
And then he won the Power of Veto competition and took himself off.
And then he wasn't nominated for
He probably wouldn't have gone home there in that situation anyways against what was it, Jace Coley. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think he would have gone home, but I still think he played an incredible game. I think he was very under the radar. Now people say that it was floating. I don't call it floating if you're still playing the game. If you get what I mean, like you're talking to people, you're making alliances. He caught on. Him and Johnny Mac were like the only two people to catch on to what Vanessa was doing.
Yeah,
they couldn't do anything about it for a certain while because you had these idiots like James and Meg who were in the game who were like, "Let's take out Shelly instead. Let's."
Oh God, that was terrible. When they evicted Shelly unanimously against Vanessa, I was livid. Like
I know
Shelly was like my favorite of the season.
Steve and Johnny Mac wanted to keep Shelly in the game, but they did not want to.
Steve and Shelly were friends too, so or somewhat.
Yeah, and so were Johnny Mac and Shelly.
Yeah.
But I think that was idiotic. I think it was definitely one of the worst moves in Big Brother history. Again, going back if you do that again.
So stupid.
But I think Steve Moses played a fantastic game. I have like tiers. the top 4 are a tier in their own right. Steve is in like a tier of his own.
Top 4?
Top 4, yeah. Well, top 2, top 3. Honestly, I put my number 4 in that tier with Derek and Dan and Dr. Will.
Okay, I don't know who your fourth is. We'll see.
He's definitely last.
Oh, I think I know who you got. Is it the same as mine?
Let's see.
If it's the same as mine, I can agree with that.
Oh no, no.
Oh no. Oh no. All right,
No.
we're still on Steve. I think Steve. if we're comparing Steve and Ian, I think Steve is 100% better than Ian because
100.
I like Steve much better than Ian.
Really?
Personality wise.
Rank him ahead of Ian.
Well, I didn't think he was a better winner. I thought Ian was the better winner. But now that I've been talking to you guys, my feelings have changed about that.
Really? I didn't even
personality wise, I like Steve a lot better.
Really? I didn't care for Steve at all.
I think that was just
I only liked him because he went to FSU. Just kept wearing the FSU hat.
Oh, okay. Well, I did not care for Steve Moses that much.
I didn't care. I was rooting for Vanessa, and I'm like,
I was rooting
for Johnny Mac. I really wanted Johnny Mac to win, but
yeah, me too.
Yeah, Steve Moses played a great game. I guess I could see where you guys are coming from, where he floated a little bit. I still don't call it floating.
It's just he was never really in control, I guess is the way you say it.
Never.
Were you guys watching the live feeds for 17?
Somewhat, yeah.
I was somewhat too.
Enough.
And from my point of view, Steve was always looking for the chance to cut Vanessa. The opportunity did not arrive until the final 3. And he did the action when he had to.
Whole season, I said whoever takes out Vanessa is going to win the game. And that's what happened.
I was saying the same thing.
Yeah.
All right, so 11th place, Steve Moses. I know he's hated by 10 Gauge because
for some reason
he won over a girl. That's why. But
because he's a nerd, and his personality is terrible.
Oh yeah, he's a nerd. That's the other reason. Rip Cameron, nerd herd. I was a nerd herder for 3 days.
Anyway,
but top 10. Who do we think is going to be number 10 on our ranking?
Still going for Dick. It'll happen.
Michael, you've been saying Steve.
I don't know. Because now, I think my top 10 is the top 10. So, well, no. June is my only one that's under. So I'll say June.
You're going June.
Yeah.
And Tim's going Dick. All right. Drum roll, please.
It's going to be a surprise.
Nicole Franzel, Big Brother 18. So let's go through. I know Tim did not watch Big Brother 18, but he
I watched pre-jury. Once jury hit, I kind of scattered off.
Tim did rank her 10th though. For some reason, Michael had her number 5, and I have her number 16.
Oh my! It's like you two are gonna have to argue, and I'll just sit here and pretend like I know.
This is the final person who did not deserve the win.
Oh no, I can completely agree with that. That I think Paul
Abrahamian
should have beat her.
Should have 1,000 times beat her. And the only reason that did not happen is because they wanted a girl to beat a guy in the final 2.
Mm-hmm.
That is the only. Natalie Negrodi said that.
You know what his fault was? He went. He thought he could beat them both. Screwed the easy victory and picked her over James. He should have just picked James and got the easy victory.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think he would have beat James in the final 2.
Oh, I do.
James did nothing.
I think he should have, but I don't think he would have. I don't.
I think he would have beat James, and I think, well, for one,
he should have beat Nicole.
Nicole, I do agree that he should have beat Nicole. However, Nicole went to the final 4 unnominated, which is very hard to do. I mean, Derek did that, and he actually made it to the final 3 unnominated, and she mocked his game as much as she could. And she made that final two with Corey very early on, I just feel like she played a much more smooth game than Paul did. I think Paul had to fight more with it, but I don't know. I think Nicole played a very good game.
Look, here's the thing. Paul was on the bottom week 1.
Yeah.
When he was completely blindsided with the, Jose vote?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then by week 4, he's somehow on top.
Yeah.
He is on top of the game. And then he does decline a little bit when Victor comes back, because then for the 15th time, because then him and Victor are always together, but then they get Victor out and Paul goes right back to the top.
Yeah.
Nicole played a great game. I do think she played a great game.
Yeah.
And I might be a little biased because I love Paul. Paul's one of my favorite Big Brother contestants.
You still love him?
I still like him this season. I don't care what people say.
I like him this season. I'm just not rooting for him.
I may not like him as much as I did last season, because I think he's a little bit too much vet-splaining, which I don't like.
Oh, God.
But I can stand the cockiness. I just wish the vet-splaining would go away. But I like Paul, all right? I really do. I really think that he deserved the win. I think he played a fantastic game. He went from bottom to top. If you're talking underdog story, perfect one right there. And Nicole, I just don't think she did anything. I understand that she was an unnominated until Final Four, and she had a great social game. I get that. I really do. I think I just don't think that she did anything, though. It's not like Derek, who's puppeteering everything.
Yeah.
She's puppeteering Corey. That's it. She's not puppeteering James. Natalie's puppeteering James. And yes, I do think Natalie's puppeteering James, not the other way around.
I can agree with that. Yes, definitely. 100%.
Paul is puppeteering Victor. Paul's a mastermind. Nicole's a little mastermind, and Natalie's an even more little mastermind because she sucks. I hate Natalie Negrete. I did like her for a couple weeks.
I liked her until what she did to James outside of the game. So
yeah, well, that made her even worse. I hated her when she just voted for Paul.
With the week that she was leaving, I started not liking her, and it made me so sad because she was my favorite.
She was like she was my second favorite behind Paul. But anyways, not talking favorites. Nicole Franzel did not deserve the win in Big Brother 18. I really like her. She was my second favorite of the season, in fact. And my this never happens. My 2 favorite people made the final 2. That never happens.
Yeah.
But it's just like Paul played, in my opinion, the 5th best. If he won the season, he'd be number 5 on my rankings. I agree, and he would be.
I agree with that.
He would be.
I think he would have been number 4 on my rankings, but
he wouldn't have been number 4 on my rankings, but number 5. And
but if you look at mine,
he would have been in that tier with Steve.
Is he the best to never win?
No. Daniel Reyes, I think, is the best to never win, or Janelle.
I disagree. I think Kevin Campbell's the best to never win.
I'd say Janelle probably.
Not Janelle.
So we're not talking about Vanessa.
Oh yeah, Vanessa, Eric Stein.
Yeah.
You know, Janelle wouldn't have won BB6 if she made Final 2.
That's true. Janelle wouldn't have won. I'm not as big a hype Janelle as
she would have won. She would have won
BB7.
BB7, yeah.
She would have
went with Erica, I would assume.
She wouldn't have won 6 or 14 though.
Well, 14 she was like evicted before Jerry, so you don't know, but
she would not have won Big Brother.
Oh, I guess because rookie, because no.
Yeah, like if
she was with Dan, maybe.
No, Dan would have won because they were like, "That's your 3rd time. This is his 2nd time."
Yeah.
I doubt that.
Maybe if she made it to the end with Boogie, she might still have a shot.
Yeah, they're like, Boogie already got $1 million. Let me, or get 500,000. Let me get my 500,000.
They're still gonna give it to Boogie though. For some, Boogie didn't make it far one time. You've made it far every time.
Yeah, goodness. Yeah, I just think even though Nicole might not have deserved it against Paul, I think she still played such a better game than so many of these winners.
The winners.
And I've been a Nicole fan for a while too, so I don't know.
I mean, I'm a Nicole fan too, but I think overrated gameplay in Big Brother 18.
Okay, let's move on.
Anyways, number 9. Who do we think's number 9, everybody?
Dick. Just gonna keep saying Dick.
June. I'm saying June.
Sticking with Nick and June. Drum roll, please. 9th place.
Neither of them.
Wait, who? Oh, yeah. Evil Dick Donato.
Yay!
Oh,
I
brother.
got 9th, but yay!
So,
Oh,
Tim has him 14th.
15th.
Oh, yeah, 15th. Sorry. I keep wanting to put 16. So, Tim 15th, Michael 4th,
Mhm.
and myself 11th.
What? 4th?
So, please explain to me why Evil Dick is a bad player, Tim, because I definitely...
Yeah, I definitely think he's better than.
No, I do think Eric Stein deserved the win, and I do think that if America had not saved Dick, Dick would have been gone.
And that's mostly the reason of why he is this low. If he does not, or if there's no America's player, he's gone first jury instead of Dustin.
Dustin's a dumbass.
Okay.
Yeah, Dustin was.
That's very true.
like
I'm not saying Dustin's smart, but I'm just saying he would have left instead of Dustin because Eric would never have flipped on Dustin ever.
I 110% agree.
And that is why he's down this far. In my
11's low for me. I mean, the only people I ranked below him are 3 that didn't deserve the win. Adam, who I think would never be able to do anything. Rachel, who was handed the win, and Drew, because I just don't really remember. So Dick's low for me.
I just don't. I get why he's really good. America's player, and he forcibly wanted people to vote for him.
Now,
But that was because of his daughter being in the house, though.
Now, I want to hear
That was because of his daughter being in the house. Like if it wasn't for his daughter being in the house, he wouldn't have done that. But that's also why I have him 4th instead of higher, because I personally would have put him higher, but I think I just saw something, but like last night or whatever. But if he was in a different season and his daughter was not there, he would not have won at all because he.
So why are you 4th? Why is he 4th then? Why is he 4th?
But I
He
just
have his
think
daughter in the house and America's player, and you put him 4th?
yeah. I personally have seen, for one, that's the first season I saw. So I have more information about that season than I do like other seasons. But he just knew how to manipulate people, and it just really, I don't know. I just I've always seen Dick up at one of the top winners, honestly. So
I just can't get behind it with America's player and
I do agree Eric should have won.
Like, okay, I look, Evil Dick's probably my second favorite that season. Third, Eric Stein, Jessica Eubanks, then Evil Dick. I absolutely could not stand Jen Johnson. That's one thing. My hatred for Jen Johnson can collide with Evil Dick. But and I don't like Amber. Not a big Dustin fan. I kind of was for a bit, then I just kind of dropped him. And Jamaica.
I like Jamaica.
Hey, the fact that Zach would have beat Dick, I think, is saying something.
Zach would not have beat Dick. No way in hell. No.
Zach was an idiot.
I think they were really
the final two.
Zach is an idiot for taking a daughter-father duo to the final 2 or 3.
Like, do you really think that either of them are gonna take you over each other? Like,
that's more idiotic than taking a showmance to the final 2.
I don't think he took them.
Yeah,
I think.
Dick he did. At final 4, he could have evicted.
No. Dick won final 4.
Oh, he did.
I don't know about that. I don't think
HOH. So. Zach won HOH. Dick won POV. I think.
Let me look it up.
I'm 99%.
But didn't he nominate?
I think Zach won
HOH.
Zach won POV.
I thought Zach won POV.
Final 4 HOH. He won Final 5 POV. But Final 4 HOH.
Well, maybe it was Final 5.
Yeah, it was Final 4 HOH, but
At Final Five, he had.
What happened was he won Final Five POV, and he didn't use it, and he could have, or that's when Eric was up. So I mean that makes sense. But he could have used it and got Danielle up. And evicted Danielle, but he didn't.
And
I think who wins Final Four POV though? Doesn't Dick win Final Four POV?
Yeah. Danielle.
Or Danielle
won it. Danielle won it and used it on her dad.
Here's my thing. Like, Zach's an idiot.
Zach was terrible.
And you know why he didn't? Him and Eric apparently hated each other, so that's why he thought was his heart, I guess, not with his mind, and made an idiotic move that allowed Dick was allowed to do things because of certain actions. The banner plane. That banner plane was the only reason why Eric Stein got caught.
Yeah.
Eric Stein is, in my opinion, the best player to ever win. Him and Kevin Campbell, it's arguable.
When was that banner flying? There
was a banner plane at like Final 7 or 6.
It said something about Amber and Eric, right?
It said Eric Stein is a liar, is what it said. And that got into their minds. Then they were like, hey, there's been a bunch of Hinky votes. Maybe it was Eric. And it's not really Eric's fault because Eric couldn't.
I don't know if it was a Final 7, though. Maybe it was.
Maybe it was a Final 8.
I thought it was early in the season.
Do you guys think Eric would have won if he wasn't America's player? Do you think he would have had a better game?
He would have stuck with Dustin, Amber, Jamaica, and all of them, and they would have taken out.
Dick is never winning. Tell you that.
Yeah, maybe Danielle if she goes on a comp streak, but I still don't think that happens.
Yeah,
and I think that I just think Dick got carried.
I think that's the thing, though, that there was America's player in that game, though, so there's not really that's part of the game. So
you're implementing it into the game, whereas Tim and I kind of aren't.
Yeah, I can see either case. So,
all right. So, any other thoughts on Evil Dick Donato? Tim, Michael, no. All right. Number 8. Who do you guys think it is?
June. So.
I'm thinking June. If he thinks it's June, that means it was really low on his list. So I'm thinking
it was just it hasn't been said yet, and that's the lowest that hasn't been said.
I'll go also with June.
Number 8.
My lowest.
Drum roll, please. June, whatever her last name, I think it's Song. Okay, whatever it is. Big Brother 4. My Big Brother 4 memory is a little.
Yeah, I think I watched that like halfway, and then I watched like the finale. So it's still iffy, but
Tim.
I've heard enough about it.
Tim had June 6th. Michael had her 12th, and I had her 10th.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys were low on June.
I mean, like, she invented the floating strategy. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
She's the lowest winner that actually won the game by herself. So, in my opinion, because I think there are 10 people who won the game without any twist helping them, who actually should have won. Those 10, and Jin Song is number 10th. And I think that's just because, congratulations, you invented the floating strategy. Good for you. What did that do for anybody?
I don't know about what you just said, because I think Boogie and BB7 never win.
I remember her taking out G for no reason. I remember that too.
It was a Final 5. What do you mean for no reason?
He would have taken her to the end. Yeah. She would have taken June to the end, and she would have crushed him in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Allison took her, so I don't.
That's another thing. She was taken to the end.
But that's strategy.
So was Derek. So was Will. Like, you don't put that against someone.
Okay, fair enough. I guess I could.
I mean, so was Derek. Derek was taken.
That's what I just said. I said so was Derek.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you say Derek. I was gonna say Derek was taken to the end. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Will.
But I mean, that's kind of why I have them. We'll get there when we get there. Tim, why am I an idiot, or why is Michael an idiot?
I mean, again, my BB4 is not the strongest, but what I remember of just like or maybe I didn't read it, but just listening about her, it just maybe it's the 10 gauge view. That probably is it. I just think she played a much better game. Maybe I need to watch BB4. I could move her down, but I think she's better than she played by herself instead of pre-made. You're looking at me like I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm just gonna stop talking then. I don't know. I'll just say I don't know. Explain why I'm an idiot. How about that?
All right. Well, again, I just don't think they're inventing the floating strategy, and just
maybe it's the nebulous of Drew. We just don't know enough about their games.
Well,
I can agree with that, but I feel like I've heard so much about the jury there was not really a good winner choice. They just liked June over Allison, and then that's just kind of stuck with me. That it just, I don't know. I haven't watched the season fully, so I don't know everything about it.
So kind of exactly what happened with Jordan Big Brother 11.
Kinda, yeah.
Which no, because Natalie did not have any strategic game, but whereas Allison did. But Jin did strategic thing. Like, okay, I know we're bashing on these people, but I think we can all agree that all 17 of these people played a game. They played a good game.
They played any winner deserves to win. I mean, they did something right to win. Even if it was just socially being nice to people, they somehow deserved the win.
Unless your name's Eddie McGee or Morgan Willett. But because
Morgan did stuff. It wasn't.
She won a popular.
I voted for Morgan to win. So
I did not vote. I watched it.
I can agree on Eddie. Eddie was just a pity case, and they're like,
Eddie didn't have a leg, so that's why he won. I mean,
he's an actor.
I've barely seen any of the show, and I know that's why he won. So
yeah, I watched the first episode of Big Brother 1, got bored, and I was like, okay, it had to be the leg.
I've tried so many times to watch Big Brother 1, and it doesn't work. So.
I like Chicken George, and then Eddie had.
I like Jamie, but
I don't even remember who Jamie is. I only remember Will Mega, Chicken George, and Eddie McGee for the leg. And there was this Asian guy that I think made it to the end.
He was third. Or Curtis, yeah.
Yeah, Curtis. Yeah, that's it. I only know him
because I thought Kenny, but
Kenny from BB Can 2, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't watch Big Brother Canada.
Kenny.
I don't know. It looks like a Kenny, I guess. I don't know. Oh well.
Kenny's are Asian.
I don't know.
We're talking about Survivor Good Bone. Anyway, we can do 7th.
Oh.
I don't think any of us know too much about June 2.
I mean, my Big Brother 4 memory is not horrible. It's better than Big Brother 5 or Big Brother 3. Well,
mine's better. 5. I know 4 more than 5 or 6, but that's about it.
Yeah, maybe 6 too.
4 and 5 I know nothing about. I just heard better things about June than I have about Drew.
Well, I don't trust 10 gauge, so I can't.
No, not just 10 gauge, but
general consensus.
Other people.
You never hear anything about Drew at all, though. Like,
yeah, that's true.
You never hear anything.
I do. He's gay and he's in jail.
Goodness.
Yeah, but nobody talks about his gameplay. June, you can
I get.
She was the perfect floater. Like, people at least talk about her. Like, no one talks about Drew.
Well, that's because he has a penis.
People still talk about Dan.
Well, Dan's Dan.
Dan's Dan. His penis outwears all the other penises. Anyway, we can do 7th.
All right, number 7. Michael, do you have anything to say about June's song?
No, we're good.
Yeah, I don't think we know enough about her.
Was she the only minority winner?
Yes.
Interesting. And it was interesting that it was not counting gingers.
Okay.
I don't think they count as a race yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm thinking Boogie or Hayden.
Boogie
or Hayden.
Yeah, Boogie.
Boogie or Hayden.
Drum roll, please.
It's Boogie.
Mike Boogie Mallon, Big Brother 7, 2, and 14 also. So Let's
All
see
right,
what
for
we got.
me, it's
Hold up.
because
I didn't say the rankings. 4, 5, 6, 7. Tim had Boogie 8th. Where's Boogie? Oh, you have him as Mike. Michael has Mike 9th, and I
so
have
we're pretty much.
I have Boogie 9th also.
Oh, and I have him 8th.
So you're the
Yeah.
highest. So Tim,
By
why
one
do you
placement.
why do you have him so high?
Oh yeah, one placement higher. I could just move June down or whatever. I could move someone up, and there you go. I think I would actually place him higher. I think he played one of the best games in 7. That's my opinion. It's just
Dr. Will.
yes.
Will deserved the win.
Yes, I think he played the second best game. Besides Dr. Will in that game, and the fact that he beats like Janelle and Danielle. This is my opinion. Is he played really well. Like he won when he needed to. He threw when he needed to. He had social. He had the showmance. He just had everything locked down. I think he played one of the more perfect games. The only reason why he's down this far is because he flopped in 2 and he's 14. That is one of the reasons why he's down this far. If it was just based on their winning games, I'd have him probably 4th or 5th.
Really?
So for me, I put him like I considered him higher, like even like 4th or 5th, but I decided not to because for one, his other 2 seasons he was
Yes.
terrible in,
I agree.
and he only won because he was basically finishing off Will's game. So he just basically completed what Will had started.
We like those
and-
key votes. You
yeah.
never know.
I want to shake my head in agreement and in disagreement at that
Alright.
statement.
All right, you only ranked him 1 lower than us, so it's not like you're like put him like 17.
I ranked him the same as Michael.
Yeah, we both had him.
one less than me. It's not like
No, here's my thing about Boogie. For some reason, I want to like him. I did in Big Brother 2, but in 7 and 14, I just didn't really care for him that much. But aside that, Boogie played a good game. I could argue it being the 2nd or 3rd best of the season. I think Danielle Reyes played a fantastic game. I think Janelle Perencia played a fantastic
the
game.
fact that her closest ally turned on her is saying something. Her Danielle.
That's saying something. That's not saying something. That's saying something.
That's saying something. That's saying like if Will turned on Boogie, like you know.
No, it would have had to been the other way around for it to be good.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
But I don't know. He was playing a bit of what. Here's the question, and this is a theory that's been thrown around. Did Will only play in Big Brother All Stars to give Boogie the win? What do you guys think about
I
that?
had never even thought about that, but I feel like that's very true.
I heard that was his plan. The plan was for Will to get Mike the win.
Will's nomination speech, or not nomination speech, yeah, his veto ceremony speech in like week 1,
2
whenever Chicken George won the power veto, that was fake.
or 3.
Was it in week 3?
3. Week 3.
Where he said, "I hate you all"?
Yeah, it was 3. Because
I thought that was in 1 or 2. And
no, 1 was Allison, 2 was Nokomis, and then 3 was Jace.
Okay, well, whatever. That was fake. That nomination speech is fake. Or that veto ceremony speech is fake. He did one speech beforehand where he was like, "Please use the power of veto on me." Then he was like, "This one's for the show." So just saying, Will isn't. He cared about the game. So
that's nothing to do with Mike, though. That's nothing to do with Mike.
Look, who do you think of when you think of Boogie? You don't think of Erica.
No, you think Dr. Will.
You think Chilltown. You think Dr. Will. If anything, if you had to think of a third person, I would think freaking what's her face from season 2?
Oh,
other
Krista.
Chilltown member.
Krista?
Yeah.
I didn't even watch that season very well, and I even knew it was Krista. Oh my gosh. I would also, a lot of the time when I think of Mike Boogie, I think of Ian, because Ian kind of.
I think more so Frank.
It was great, but
I think of Frank more.
Yeah.
Is Frank in Chilltown? Is that confirmed?
He was in 14. I don't think so anymore.
Well, is he anymore though?
I don't know. I don't think that's an actual. There's no town of Chill.
There is. Dr. Will's president.
Oh yeah, okay.
But or mayor, I guess, if we're talking.
So what did he do wrong in 7? What do you think he did wrong in 7 that?
I just think he played so much off of Will. I think that's the only thing.
I think he just played.
He played a great game, and that's why I don't have him lower. Like he played a great game. We're getting into the higher ranked players,
the better players. I know. I have him 8th. It's not like I have. It's just you seem disgusted that I say he played a really good game.
No,
I don't think he played.
I think it's maybe my little bit of distaste for Boogie.
Oh, okay.
Compared to other players, but
yeah, I mean, personality-wise, like he's a d-bag, but like gameplay-wise, I think he's good.
Well, I mean, like I kind of like that stereotype sometimes, but I don't think Boogie pulls it off well. Boogie, I think he just played too much off of Will, and I think he would have taken Will to the finals, and that would have been a fatal mistake. He would have never cut Will. I guess I can't say that for sure, but I'm like 95% sure.
I don't think he would have cut Will.
And just that sheer factor alone, I think, puts him in 7th. I think that's good for him. Big Brother 7 winner gets 7th place. Perfect. Who do you guys think's number 6?
Hayden.
Yeah.
You guys think Hayden? All right. Drum roll, please. Maggie Osborne, Big Brother 6. So Tim has him 4, or Tim has.
I had him low. I had her lower because I didn't really see that season.
Tim has her 4, Michael has her 10, and I have her 8. Yeah, 8.
Okay. Well, the fact that you didn't see her season, that makes sense. But she basically.
I have.
Yeah, I have heard a lot of good things about Maggie.
Really?
But I feel like when I think of that season, I more think Janelle. So
just because she's unknown doesn't mean she played a bad game. Like if you put her in likability, she's probably the lowest 5, but she played one of the best games.
I disagree. I think you guys are discounting somebody completely, and it's like mind-boggling me. But
Andy, what are you talking? Are you talking about winners?
Yeah, I'm talking about winners. So we'll get to him when we get to him. This is the last female winner on the list, but
one of the 2.
I mean, like Maggie.
Why
are we idiots?
She completely led that friendship side, and that friendship side won in the end because of the way she formed that team. They never broke. They kept firm, and she kept saying, "We got to go against them. We got to go against Janelle. We got to go against Howie." And she convinced Howie to flip on his own side.
That's the only really thing that I give her is her getting another dumbass of Big Brother, Howie, to flip on his alliance and get out. Who was it, James?
Yeah, but he's really loyal. It's not like he flips on like his like. Do you ever flip on season 6? No.
Howie's loyal.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know.
No, Howie would flip on anyone in a second, except maybe Janelle. He's really
he'd never flip on Janelle.
Janie.
He loves her too much.
But he'll flip on James and Rachel. And
if we're going with having in control of this game, I think she had the safety, and she knew like who to talk to and to keep herself safe when the other side won Rachel.
I think the only reason she won is because everyone else was a glaring target for the Sovereign 6. I really think that's it. I just don't think she was that big of a threat. I don't think.
I think she was a soft-spoken leader, and they didn't see her.
I think she's an overrated player, by far.
I think she's underrated.
I think aside those 3 that won when they shouldn't have, I think she's the most overrated winner. Maybe Boogie, but I still think Maggie's way more overrated. She didn't control the game as much.
What are you talking about?
I mean, like, what do you mean she controlled the game?
What do you mean she didn't control the game?
Tell me what you mean by she controlled the game first, then I'll tell you why she didn't control the game. I ask questions first.
Maybe I need to watch maybe 6 again. It's from what I remember. Every time her side won HOH, who she wanted up went up.
No kidding. That's called an alliance.
But like, what if Yvette's like, I want to James? Like,
Whoa,
how do you think
I
James
want to
got up?
nominate the other side. The other side goes up. Whoa. Like, am I supposed to be shocked? I think it was very overrated. I think she's a good winner. She's a great winner. I mean, I can't deny. I mean, I had her number 8 out of 17. But I just think she's overrated. That's my other thing. We done talking about Maggie.
Yeah, I guess, since Michael doesn't...
Yeah, I don't
Really
know
know.
too much.
All right, so who do we think's number 5?
Hayden. Maybe Andy.
All right, drum roll,
I
please.
think those two are very close. So I don't know. Well, it's one of those two. I know that.
Drum roll, please. Hayden Moss, Big Brother 12. Now, I will say, I haven't been giving the points out. I don't know since when. Maggie had 32 points, which is like 4 more than Boogie. And then Hayden only had 34 points.
Okay.
So only a couple more points than Maggie. Let's see where everyone had. Hayden Moss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think, what's that? 8? No, 7 for Tim. 6 for Michael, and 7 for Alex. So, and he still managed to get 5th. So,
All right, I'm just gonna put this right there.
I think we knew that one. That's funny.
but Hayden Moss. I mean, I don't think that he did anything until he got out Matt Hoffman, and then when he did that, I think he was able to take control of the game.
I think 5th is a little too high, in my opinion.
I agree. I
agree.
Too high, and I think we all. I mean, none of us had him that high. It just somehow happened that like
It's just that we all of us like put him like 8.
We all had Lisa higher, and she got 16th. So, yeah. I definitely think Hayden was a great winner, though. I mean, they had the best alliance of probably the whole like show, other than Chilltown. So,
Chilltown was number 1.
So
you said other than Chilltown.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know about that because they flipped on Matt. Final 7.
Yeah.
Chilltown
But I
never
mean,
flipped.
after that, those 3 took that game to the end. So
The Exterminators?
no, the
No, I know.
They're saying he's arguing a better alliance than.
Yeah, because they flipped.
I mean, technically,
they never flipped.
Rip Judd.
The brigade was arguably the best alliance in Big Brother, other than Chilltown, to me at least. Like
they made Final 3. That's pretty.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they were.
The 4 of them made Final 3.
But it was made day 1. Like the Exterminators were made like halfway through the game.
No, they were made at the Final 6. Yeah,
what?
They were made at the Final 6.
The Exterminators?
Yeah,
exactly. Final 6, and Brigade was first day.
Exterminators were only made to get out McCrae.
No, and Amanda.
But Amanda was already out at that point. Alyssa was still. Yeah.
I just think that the Brigade was a great
alliance. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Brigade was made day 1, and that's why it's one of the better alliances. Because they stuck together the whole.
No, they didn't. They flipped on.
Well, it was because Matt was literally he was crazy. I mean, but after that they stuck together.
He's genius. He's again one of the better Big Brother players to never win.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think he wasn't secretive enough about it. So
I agree with that, but I think if he came back, he would be. I think he's learned from his mistakes.
I don't know. I think they know. The viewers know too much about it.
From like when I've seen him on Rob as a podcast, he's definitely learned from his mistakes.
Yeah,
but saying and doing completely different things.
Mm-hmm.
Hayden Moss is number 5. I don't know why he's number 5. Taryn Armstrong from that Rob as podcast thing. He really loves Hayden Moss, and I
really like Hayden on Survivor too. He did really good.
Now, I think Hayden's game on Survivor was probably a little bit better than his game on Big Brother.
Yeah, I was about to say his Survivor game was almost better than his Big Brother game, and he didn't even win Survivor. So, but
yeah,
that's the difference in those games, though.
When he took out Matt Hoffman, I think he definitely
was in the driving.
Yeah.
The only thing is, that it could
he was
very
the one that
easily
wanted
gone
to do that.
Lane.
What?
The only thing is it could have very easily gone to Lane, though. I think that, like, they almost played very similar games. So.
But I think Hayden being able to take out Matt was the thing.
Yeah.
Also, Lane being really shit at jury questioning was really shit.
And Hayden being good at competitions.
Mm-hmm.
You don't understand how bad Lane was, though.
Lane was like Liz. It was bad.
He was really bad.
All right, so number 4. Who do you guys think is going to be number 4?
My one, Dan.
Dan.
Dan. We all know it.
Drum roll, please.
I think we already know the results, but
Andy Heron, Big Brother 15. Now, I think you guys underrate his game.
I ranked him 5th.
Yeah, number
I put
5.
him
You put Maggie. Yeah, I'm more bad at Michael than I am at you. But you put Maggie above.
But
Andy
once again,
Heron.
that's one of the season. That's the other season that I didn't watch as closely.
Okay.
But I've heard so many good things about Andy's game, though, that's why he got as high as he was on my
Andy
list.
Heron played almost a near perfect game, and I think I think I put Andy in a tier with Derek, Dan, and Dr. Will.
No,
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
no,
I can't see that.
I can.
no.
Name one time when Andy was in trouble in the game.
The Aaron and Andy one, when it was a vote.
What?
Amanda and McRae could have flipped it on Andy.
But they didn't. That's the thing. They didn't.
He was in trouble.
He was not. He was not in trouble.
He was in trouble. They were thinking about it.
So okay. So are we going to say week 1, Dan Giesling, Big Brother 10, was in trouble because he was on the block against Brian Hart?
No, he wasn't.
Wasn't he? Yeah.
Rennie was.
Wasn't he like pre-veto or post?
No,
I don't think so.
it was Jesse. It was Jesse and Rennie because they were arguing, and then Jesse won POV and Brian went out.
Yep.
Really?
Aha!
Yeah. I'm on the Wikipedia page. It was Brian and Rennie.
I thought
Dan was the
nominated.
only one that voted Rennie out.
Aha!
But okay, well, Dan was blindsided week 1. Fine.
So. But
Andy,
then Dan was nominated week 2. So.
okay, he was nominated.
But he was nommed as a pawn.
Yeah.
Andy was not nommed as a pawn.
Yes, he
I don't
was.
think Andy was nommed as a pawn.
Yes, he was. The whole deal was to get Aaron out of the house.
Yeah. Well, we'll agree to disagree.
It was Alyssa's HOH. Andy convinced Alyssa to nominate Aaron because she didn't want to do that originally, and she was going to go after like freaking Amanda or someone.
Yeah.
And Andy was like, no, because he knew that he needed to keep Amanda in one more week. He was like, let's go after Aaron. Aaron's a bigger threat than Amanda is. So Alyssa did that. And I think Andy is a fantastic winner, and I think that he was never targeted in the game. He was in he played the game Ramsey was trying to play this season in Big Brother 19, but could not pull it off. Because here's the thing. Andy was in every single conversation, just like Ramsey's was. Ramsey's did not speak. Andy always gave something. He spoke. He did something. He was able to provide information that was either false or just unnecessary, but it was information that they took in, and that's something in Big Brother. That is a thing that you need to give people to make them feel like that you just gave them information when in actuality you didn't do anything to hurt or harm yourself.
What did Michael rank him as?
7. And that was only because that wasn't one of the seasons that I watched the most of. So
really,
I had Dick, Nicole, and Hayden ahead of him that aren't in our final 3. So, and Hayden was only 1 above him, so he could easily be swapped. And then, yeah. So
I still think Andy Heron is in a tier.
The only reason why I think for me, I think Maggie was in control of the game, where Andy was never really in control.
Andy was always in control of the game. Where I don't think Maggie was.
I think McRae would have beaten Andy.
Well, yeah, but the point was to get McRae out. That's the whole reason the exterminators were made. That's the whole reason. That's the whole reason that Alyssa.
He didn't wait. Okay, what did he do in the first 5 weeks, Andy?
He made that alliance with Aaron, Amanda, and McRae. That
I mean, he didn't make it.
AAA, well, but he was involved in it. Would you have figured that Andy would have been involved in that? No. But he made connections. He planted seeds. He was able to. I don't know if he always voted a majority, but I'm pretty sure he was a helpful part in taking out the moving company. He was
that
able.
Great.
Well, I mean, if the moving company wouldn't have been stopped, it could have been the next brigade, but it was stopped.
Yeah, Andy always voted in the majority except for when he was nominated.
You can probably also say about that, like with like 5 other winners, like voting majority is not hard.
Yeah, it kind of is.
It's still pretty good though.
I'm sure Hayden and Maggie voted majority.
Maggie, no. Hayden, potentially, because of the stupid brigade thing that y'all, for some reason, think is a great alliance.
I think that's one of the best alliances ever.
I don't. I really don't. I think Enzo and Lane, or more so Lane, was an idiot that just followed. Enzo... Okay,
do you think Enzo beats Hayden? That's my question.
Yes.
Maybe.
I do.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Hayden voted majority the whole time, too.
Well,
so it's not that hard. I mean, if Hayden does it.
Hayden was good. What are you talking about?
I mean, I feel like Adam could have voted a majority. Like, it's not that hard.
Big Brother 9 does not count. Big Brother 9 does not exist. Wait, are we talking Adam Pock or Adam Big Bally?
Doesn't
yes.
Yes. Yeah, yes.
No. Well, Adam Pock probably did because
Maggie voted majority too. Maggie voted majority.
Andy played a better version of Adam Pock's game.
Oh, yes, great Adam Pox.
Oh my god.
Adam Pox did not play a game. He just followed the.
I think Adam Pock played a good game.
No.
Okay, nothing compared to. I think he was better than Portia.
I think he could have beat Rachel.
Oh no, no.
Depending on the day.
But no.
Rachel has 3 set votes. Rachel is Jeff, Jordan, and Brendan.
True.
She only.
I mean, Adam and Jeff. I thought Jeff would probably the only one that would vote for Adam or even think about it against Rachel at least. Yeah. But
he definitely beat Portia. I feel like
we're talking about Andy Herron and Big Brother 15.
We got distracted as we usually do.
I do think the extra drama between all the racism versus Candace and Howard and them helped Andy. But I mean, he was able to make those social bonds to where he was never a target. He always voted a majority. Nominated once throughout the entire twice if you count the final 3, which I don't really count. As
he won. He won final HOH.
Oh, he did. So yeah. Wait, are you sure about that? I thought Gina Marie did.
Nope.
Okay. Well, definitely should have deserved the win over Gina Marie Zimmerman. Again, one of the worst
with that.
Natalie, and then probably Gina Marie Zimmerman is worse.
Portia, I think, is my least favorite.
Portia's
Natalie.
Natalie. I think I put Natalie last, then Portia, then Gina Marie, then probably Lane, but
Liz.
Yeah, Liz. Well, Liz did a couple things where I
don't know. But in the finale, she was terrible.
Oh yeah, finale.
The great Memphis. Anyway, sorry.
Memphis reminds me of Lane and Cody Calafieri.
Cody played a good game. Derek just played him better. So
Derek just played him.
Yes.
Yeah. So Andy Herron, great Big Brother player. Tim cannot see it. I can't drill it into his head. Why Andy Herron is probably.
I ranked him 5th.
In my opinion, he is just under Derek. But so who do we guys think is number 3?
Derek, yeah. Even that's not where I put him.
So drum roll, please.
Wait, before you say anything, what was the points between
Andy and Hayden?
Yeah, or Andy and anyone.
Hayden had 34 and Andy had 37.
Ooh.
Derek Lavoisier, Big Brother 16. He has 46.
Oh wow! So big jump.
Yeah.
I didn't even count the last 2 points, so don't even ask me about that. But Tim and I both had Derek number 3. Michael has Derek number 2.
Yeah.
Boo.
I don't understand that move at all. But
I don't understand it either. Your rankings are shit.
So Michael, tell us why we're idiots and why whoever you're.
Okay. I definitely completely
You
understand.
said Will, right? Will's third.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
I'm assuming it's Will because I don't.
I completely understand putting
Will.
yeah, above Derek, but I feel like Derek just had that game so well. I think the cast he had helped him, but I think he could do it in plenty casts. So, like if he was in this season, he would have taken it. Now if he would have come back instead of Paul, I think it's iffy if he could have done it. But these people are so stupid. I mean, yeah.
So are we talking about Derek's first time, or are we talking about Derek coming back again? Would he be able to do with that with a different cast? We must be talking about his first time. He would not be able to do that again.
At first, I was talking about his first time. Like his first time, he had his cast helped him.
His cards
his cards were dealt pretty well. However,
very well.
The thing is, the difference is with the Battle of the Block twist that was thrown at him. He still managed to go unnominated the whole time.
That's pretty.
Like if Donnie wins HOH, he's nommed. Like it just
but he didn't. So
let's play. Who played? I think only 3 people played Big Brother, or 4 people played Big Brother in Big Brother 16. I think Derek Levasseur played the best game in Big Brother 16.
Mm-hmm.
I would care to say Donnie Thompson played the second best game in Big Brother 16 because he was the only one who caught on to Derek, and he was the only one who would target Derek.
Nicole caught on to Derek too.
Right before she was evicted.
Yeah, but that's why she was evicted.
The second time.
that's why she was evicted though. Derek would have kept her.
But it was right. She was going to be evicted. No, Derek would not have kept Nicole.
Well, Derek would have considered it more than he did.
That still would not have happened. No way. Nicole's not staying in this game. I'm not counting Nicole. Nicole sheeped. Okay, even when Derek turned on her and Hayden, she stuck to Derek. No, that Donnie Thompson played the second best game.
I don't know about second best, but he did play a good game.
He did play a game.
Yeah, he played a game.
We can agree he played a game.
Then Devin Shepard played the third best game of Big Brother.
No, never. No, he played the worst game that season.
He played the game.
Oh no,
he can play a game, but he played the worst.
It was a terrible game.
I think Frankie Grande played worse than him.
I think Frankie played a great game. He just didn't have the.
He would have taken Derek to the end.
Yeah, he just was not as social as.
Devin would have taken Derek to the end. He's stupid.
Devin. I don't know about that. Devin is not stupid. He's
okay.
Okay. No, that's a stretch.
Devin is crazy.
Devin's crazy.
I think Frankie, honestly, like as much as I hate Frankie, I think he played a really good game. I saw in a Facebook group the other day, people were saying like who is the worst Big Brother player ever, and people are saying Frankie, which that is not never. No, he's not the worst player ever on any world. He's the least liked, but he is not the worst player ever.
We have Victoria, we have Christine Brecht, we have Nicole Franzel, we have
basically everybody in 16.
Actually, I would say Hayden Voss actually tried to play a game because he did try and make a deal with Derek and Cody and Nicole, and he did a couple things
by not using the veto.
Well, yeah, but Christine's Christine, and Christine is.
I think Cody played a good game that season too. I just think that Derek played.
I think he beats out. He beats out Victoria. He beats out Frankie. He beats out Caleb. I think he beats out anyone in the top. What? I don't even know. But
I had to mute for a second. But what I was going to say is, Tim. Yeah. He would have beat out Victoria. Congratulations.
I'm saying the amount of people he's beating. Like he beats out Caleb, he beats out Frankie, he beats out.
Wow, he beat out Caleb, someone who played a horrible and not game.
I'm saying he would have beat out like half the cast of maybe 16. It's not like he played terribly.
Yes, because half the cast of Big Brother 16 are idiots. That's not an accomplishment.
It's something.
Big Brother 16 is one of the dumbest casts to ever be casted.
It was terrible. Oh my god, that's terrible.
Like Donnie Thompson, Derek Levasseur, Devin Shepard for the crazy. That's it.
It's crazy.
Like
I hated Devin.
I mean, like I don't like Devin, but I mean, I'd rather have him there than Victoria.
I don't know.
Wow,
Really?
someone really hates
Devin? Devin over Victoria?
Anyway, we're getting a little off track here. But yeah, the only reason why he's not second or first is he's only done it once, whereas the other two have done it twice.
That's not even the reason for me. It's just because he was dealt the best ever hand I've ever seen.
That's mine.
Dealt.
I think he could do it in a different cast, though.
When he goes up against
Big Brother
he
9
had trouble once. Yeah. Once he gets into trouble, I want to see how he reacts, and then we can.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what the people in the LFC were talking about.
Where did they put him?
They put him third. One person had him number 1, I think, and then everyone else had him third.
Cool.
So, are we ready to move on from Derek Levasseur?
Yes.
Yeah.
Police officer. I like how he won, and then right after, I think Tony Vlachos won.
Tony won first.
The other way around.
Tony won
first.
and then Derek.
Yep.
And then Sarah just won too. So.
I don't care about Sarah. Sarah's.
Who cares about Sarah?
I hate Sarah. So let's not talk about.
I like Sarah. But...
that was the worst final 3. Well, actually, I don't know about that, but it was one of the worst final 3s I've ever seen in Survivor.
Bone very.
I hate Troyzanne Robertson. I hate Brad Culpepper, and I hate Sarah Losino, even though she won. I would have rather Brad won, to be honest with you. But I know he didn't. I know he didn't deserve it, but I would have rather seen him win, even though he bullied the shit out of Ty. Actually, no. Now that I think about it, I would have rather Troyzanne won, and I hate Troyzanne.
Yours is gonna go off on a tangent. All right, let's talk about Will.
I always go off on tangents. You played in YouTube Survivor. You know how I go off on tangents.
Let's talk about Will.
Hold up now. We don't know who's number 2.
Oh, yeah, we do.
No, we don't. All right, number 2. Drum roll, please.
Will.
Dan Giesler.
Yeah.
You're funny.
Dr. Will Kirby, Big Brother 2. Now, I will say, you two are the only people that put Dan number 1, and myself. We're the only 3 that did that. Like the other people that I had that were going to do this, like 3 or 4 other people, they all put him below Dr. Will. They had Dr. Will number 1.
No, never. Oh my God.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you how to rank this, because if it was based on entertainment, I think Will beats Dan 100%.
Oh,
if it was my personal feelings, Will beats Dan 100%. But based on gameplay, Dan.
What do you mean by personal feelings?
I just like Dan. I like Will more than Dan.
Well, I would count that as entertainment.
I like Dan more than Will, personally.
I think I like Will more, just by a little bit.
I don't like the cockiness of Will.
I kind of
that
like
rubs me the wrong way. But I don't know.
I like it more in Will than I like it in Boogie.
I agree.
He's a much more rootable villain than Boogie.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yep.
But anyways, Dr. Will Kirby. So, why is Dr. Will Kirby number 2? Like, what makes him great is what I mean.
I think the only thing that keeps him out of the number 1 spot is the fact that Dan basically should have won the second season that he did. But Dan pretty much is a 2-time winner, and that's why I would put him under.
Okay.
Under Dan.
For one second, let's compare Big Brother 2 to Big Brother 10. Not Big Brother 7 and not Big Brother 14. And let's just say why Will is good. Because that's something that people overlook when they say Dan's better than Will or Will's better than Dan. They don't.
I think he's better in 7, honestly. in Big Brother 2, he kind of. I mean, he's good in Big Brother 2. I think
the cast he had in Big Brother 2, he just
Was
confused
easier.
them, and that's why they voted for him in the end.
I think it was a better dealt hand.
Yeah. I think
But then
Dan
again,
was
he's playing against
dealt a
all-stars.
worse hand than Will was, and Dan was still able to get out of it just like Will was. So
That's also true.
Yeah.
Again, we can go with another bad move. Big Brother 2, Kent turning on Monica.
Mhm.
Or was it Bunky? Yeah, both Monica and Bunky. Horrible moves by Kent. But and Dr.
I mean,
Will
you
was
could
able to
also
do that.
say like Hardy saving Will over Bunky. Like,
No, that wasn't a dumb move because in the moment, I think that was the correct decision to do. Bunky would not have worked. Bunky would not have worked with Hardy.
I know.
Hardy was working with Will at the time because at this point in time, I know Boogie was out. Was Krista out at this point in time?
Yes, Krista was out. It was fine. Bunky got 5th.
Oh, he did. He made it that far. I thought he was 7th or 8th. I need to rewatch Big Brother 2.
Boogie did not make it that far in the.
No, Bunky.
No,
Bunky.
Yeah, Bunky.
Oh, Bunky. I was gonna say Boogie did not make it that far.
Boogie was like
Bunky.
4th out, right? Or 3rd?
He got out fast. Like it was surprising that he made it on All Stars. He got out so fast.
It's because of Will.
Yeah.
Here's what I think is why Dan is better. In Big Brother 2, Will has to get very lucky in the end of who wins which comp. For example, 4th place, either him or Monica have to win HOH because if, something like that.
No, it's
I forget the exact thing, but like they would have kept each other over Monica or something.
no. What had to have happened was you're correct on that. And then they would have had to taken out Hardy, and then Nicole would have had to win the final 3 HOH because Nicole would have saved Will and took out Monica.
Yes.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yes, and then Dan didn't like. He played really good. What do you want?
Question: Do we think would Jerry have taken Memphis to the end?
I think so. Yes, 100%. But Jerry's a fucking old man. Do you know how bad he was in part 1 and part 2?
I don't remember.
It took like 2 hours to do part 1. It was really bad.
Look, I love Jerry. I really do. He's one of my all-time favorites. But
that's why they took him so far, is because he was so bad at comps.
Yeah, but he's like 80 years old.
I know. Well, I'm not blaming him for being bad. I'm just saying he's bad.
I think he was a great social player, to be honest with you. Look,
are you being serious? Please say you're not being serious.
Yes, I actually am. And I mean, I would definitely not put him on a list of best to never win. But
okay, I was gonna say
unless I extend the list to top 25, maybe.
Oh, okay. Top 25, Jerry McDonald.
He'd be like 25 though, or an honorable mention.
I think he's the best Jerry in Big Brother history.
I think he's the best person above the age of 70 in Big Brother history.
Oh my God.
Hey, you forgot about Jerry in BB3? I was
Jerry Lancaster.
Oh my God.
That's what with a G. It doesn't count.
Oh no! It doesn't matter how it's spelled. It's just how you say it.
So G from Big Brother 4.
Anyway,
if you added
I think Will's better game was in 7.
Can we talk about why Will is good?
I'm talking about how Will's good.
I'm talking about Big Brother 2.
You can't interrupt me when I'm talking about it.
You're talking about Big Brother 7.
I think Will's talking skills are his best asset.
Tim's.
So, but yeah, Will's talking skills are amazing. Like he confused everybody in the end. That's why he won. I mean, there's not much else to say.
Dr. Will's a doctor, and he is like when you talk to Dr. Will, even like when he's talking through the screen, it's just like, you want to listen to what Dr. Will has to say. Yes. And I think that's the way that he's able to talk.
Very charismatic. Very charismatic.
Very charismatic.
I just say the sad thing is that our number 2 ranking came from the second season, practically the first season of Big Brother, and it's kind of sad that we haven't got a better player than him in like 16, 17 years, like, or however long it's been.
But I mean, like, it just shows how good
He
of a
was.
game and how good of a legacy that he was. And like, you know, people are saying that Derek could be the next Dr. Will. I think that Andy has the potential to be the next Dr. Will. I know a lot of you guys don't see that.
Too high on Andy. You are way too high on Andy.
You're way too high on Maggie. All right, so in Maggie's
Okay, that's fair because I don't honestly remember her season that well. But.
Well, you see, Maggie did not play a good game, so
you have her ranked what 6th,
8th. I have Boogie. No, never mind. I have Steve ranked above Maggie,
which is stupid.
I think Steve is a way better player than Maggie could ever be.
I can ask everyone who's played Big Brother, and if
name
one person who said
you put first Derek. Okay.
You know, I got it.
But like, here's my problem with Maggie. When you're talking to Maggie, you don't like talking to Maggie.
That doesn't mean anything. We're basing off gameplay.
But no, my problem is that's not going to work in Big Brother. It doesn't work in Big Brother.
I mean, it worked because people liked her.
Yeah, a certain amount of people liked her, and a certain amount of people hated her. You don't understand that.
The amount of people hated Steve.
Not in the house.
That's true.
Most people in the house did not hate Steve. They didn't like him when they first met him. But there wasn't.
I mean, if they hated Maggie so much, they should have nommed her instead of.
They did nominate her several times. They just never. She was never a target to evict. But she was.
Okay, they should have evicted her. And they're better. Is that better?
But the problem is, she wasn't a threat, and she wasn't a threat up until the final 3. And then Yvette stupidly decides to take her over Janelle, someone she could beat. And then because Yvette didn't do anything, the end, Maggie wins. It's not that great of a story, guys.
I love how Michael's getting pushed into this. But I'm just saying, I don't think it's as bad as you think it is. It might be. I might put Andy above her.
Maggie lower than you did.
Yeah. That's because you haven't seen the season though. So
yeah,
it's not like you saw the season like you're bad. Anyway, we can talk about Dan if you want. I don't think we need to talk about
all right. Dr. Will, great player.
Anyone who's watching knows why Dr.
Just under Dan.
I don't think anyone who's like not.
Well, we're talking to the non-Big Brother fans that are watching.
Oh, are we? Oh, okay. How about this? Watch BB7 and root for Dr. Will, and then you can see why he's good.
Now what?
You can watch BB7. It's on YouTube. Watch BB7, and then you'll see how good he is.
I say you watch Big Brother 2.
Or watch highlights of Big Brother. You don't have to watch. Big Brother 2 to Big Brother 6 is
to the non-Big Brother fans. We're going to talk about Dan Giesling. He's ranked number 1. I honestly don't know why. He's a very risky player, a very not quite as good player as maybe some of the other people that we've already mentioned.
But yeah, definitely.
We all do have him number 1 in our rankings, and I'm interested to hear why. So, Michael, can you explain Dan Giesling?
Basically, Dan Giesling has manipulated everybody, even when he
except for Ian Terry.
Yeah,
wow.
Even Ian. He manipulates everybody so bad that even when he is the number 1 target and he's on the block, they still don't evict him, even when they should. And like that never happened. Dead man walking so many times, both seasons that he was in, and he just ultimately he should have won the second season that he was in. And he did win the first season that he was in unanimously. So I feel like that says a lot about his game. And so that's why he's definitely the best winner in my books. So.
I think Dan Giesling is a very devout Catholic. His best strategic gameplay is reading the Bible.
Oh, swearing on the Bible? Is that his best play?
I think Dan's funeral is probably one of the best moves in Big Brother history.
Taking out Shane was great.
Oh my god,
that was hilarious. I've gone and watched back that scene so many times because it's just
one of the absolute worst decisions in Big Brother history. Just completely horrible.
I loved Danielle, but I
Why did you love Danielle?
Yeah,
I don't know why. I just, for some reason, I liked her. So.
I mean, I liked her more than Shane, but
yeah,
that's not saying much though.
Yeah, it's not saying much.
I like barely even remembered Shane was on the season after watching it the first time. So
I only remember the Final Four.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, imagine if Shane won Big Brother 14.
Oh God! Like, what would have happened? What would have happened if Dan didn't take Shane out? Like,
I think Shane wins. It's depending on part 3.
I think Shane wins because either him or Danielle win Final 3 at her house.
The jury didn't like Danielle, so yeah. Goodness.
But anyways, Dan Giesling won Big Brother 10, guys, not Big Brother 14.
But he should have won 14.
He should have. That's true. But Dan has completely manipulated every single person that he's ever played against, except for Ian Terry, who he only partially manipulated.
He manipulated everybody for Ian.
Yeah, pretty much. But I still don't think he completely manipulated Ian. But aside that, he's manipulated everyone that he's played against, unlike Dr. Will, who was not able to manipulate Janelle Parencia, at least to take him further than he should. And Erica Landon, who I honestly give her credit more than I do Janelle for Janelle evicting Dan, because I think it was more Erica convincing her. But
Erica was sitting next to him, so he kind of had to.
It was a bad move.
But Erica was really, like, that whole week, she kind of took Janelle in her wings, like, hey, you want to evict Will, right?
Yeah.
Combined is Dill.
Do you think that was a bad move for Janelle?
No.
No.
Yes, because she would have easily won. I still think the jury would have voted Boogie over her.
I think the jury would have voted either of them over her. I think she needed to go with Erica.
Okay, yeah, but look, I'm not talking about. I'm just talking about her getting him too, because Will throws everything.
Yeah, well,
so
he doesn't. No, even when he tries, he's just not good at the carnival game competitions. But here's the thing: you have Boogie, Dr. Will, and Janelle Final 3. Janelle easily wins Final 3 head of household. She gets to the Final 2, sure. And if you want to get money in her pocket, I mean, go for it. Then she's going to evict Dr. Will because the jury will vote Dr. Will over her, and then she loses to Boogie in the final jury vote. Boogie wins.
She did flop in part 3 HOH with Big Brother 6, so I don't know if the final HOH.
She flopped in part 1 of the.
You were locked in part 1. I don't know about part 3. Part 3 would have been the.
I don't know. I still think Janelle would have won the final HOH over Boogie and Dr. Will. But anyways, I do think
he might have. Wait, okay. She could have had James, Marcellus, and Howie. That's 3 votes, and she only needs 1 more.
She would have had Marcellus.
I think so. Marcellus really loved Janie.
She did until didn't she betray him?
No, she nominated him as a pawn, and then the pawn went home.
yeah, I mean, I don't think Marcellus would have voted her in the end.
I think so. The way he reacts to her getting out, I think.
And then how would James have? James probably would have voted for the better player. I think he would have voted Boogie.
Yeah, maybe James didn't would have, but she would have at least 2. So she only needs 2 more. Maybe Erica. I don't know.
I mean, Boogie would have had Dr. Will. Boogie would have had Erica.
I don't know about Erica.
I think Erica would have voted Janelle.
I think Erica would have voted Boogie if you're looking that.
I don't know. But it would have been an interesting vote if it was Boogie versus Janelle.
We're talking about Dan Giesling, guys.
How did we get here? God, our tangents are so tangent. No. In Big Brother 10, Dan was an underdog.
Jerry won the season by a vote of 9-0.
What?
Jerry McDonald won the season by a vote of 9-0. Everyone forgets that fact.
Yeah, okay. He's the only person to play a perfect game until Kevin Martin, if you count Big Brother Canada.
No, until Derek Lavasier.
Okay. Then he's the only person to play a perfect game, which means
we don't count Big Brother Canada.
And Derek would have got a unanimous vote if Jocasta and Donnie weren't bitter. So.
No, I think Johnny actually thought Cody played a better game. Jacosta was bitter. I think Donnie thought Cody was better.
I don't know.
I don't think so. Donnie's not that stupid.
Donnie was kind of.
If you're watching the BB16, anyway, we're getting off track again. But
we're talking about Dan Giesling.
Yes, it's very easy to get off track.
Rennie. Let's talk about Rennie's play in the season.
What?
Rennie was a big factor as to why Dan won.
I think Dan was the reason why Dan won. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, but Rennie's stupidity allowed Dan to make the hole.
Oh, because she nommed Ollie and...
No, because she started all those stupid fights. Or she started the fight, and then the house basically split into two, I guess you could say. And then Dan was not really on either side, though he was kind of on a side. But not
I think you're making that up. That's a little fan fiction right there. You could also say like Memphis was the reason Dan won, or Jerry was the reason Dan won. I don't know. You could.
Well, I mean, like when Rennie got into that first fight with Jesse, that kind of started everything.
That was week 1.
I know that.
Okay.
The game starts day 1.
Okay, but I don't think that's the reason why Dan won.
Tim, did you know that you're in Big Brother when you walk through the door?
You know what? Do you know I can slap you in the face?
No, you can't.
We're on cam. I'm sorry.
I will.
I still think Rennie is the reason why Dan won. Because Rennie is stupid.
I think you're making up stuff.
So what do we think about Dan in total? Just like a couple things about it.
He controlled the game
twice.
And yeah,
fantastic player. Was able to manipulate every single person that he came across, and was able to stay alive in the game. Did he ever win competition? He won that one HOH where he made the deal.
He won competitions when he needed to. That's why he's kind of better than Will. Because
he
Will
purposely threw competitions that he didn't need to win.
So, and like that competition. Look, the Ollie competition where he made the deal with Ollie to give up half of his HOH. Fantastic.
And then backstep.
Just one of the most brilliant plays in Big Brother history.
And wasn't there like nominee roulette? Like,
except that was just a play.
Yeah, still.
That was just show. That was just show.
Yeah, it was a good move though.
Oh yeah, very good.
Do that, like it was a good way to, I don't know, convince them that I don't know, whatever.
So our overall rankings: Adam, Big Baller, 17th; Lisa Donahue, 16th; Rachel Riley, 15th; Jordan Lloyd robbed at 14th; Ian Terry, 13th; Drew Dreschel, 12th; Steve Moses robbed at 11th; Nicole Franzel, who was overrated, at number 10.
Not overrated.
Evil Dick Donato at number 9. June Song at 8th. Mike Boogie Malin at number 7. Maggie overrated. Tim loves.
You rated her 8th. Calm down.
Yeah, she should be 8th. That's exactly. In fact, I kind of want to put Boogie above her now that I've been talking about her. But overrated. Tim Stanner, Maggie Osborne. 5th place, Hayden Moss, not Hayden Voss. 4th place, Andy, underrated. Heron, even though 4th place is the place that he needed to get.
Yeah, 4th is right where he should be.
But he's in the next tier is the thing. 3rd place, Derek Lavoisier, the French guy that won Big Brother 16. 2nd place, Dr. Will Carby and Carbon. And 1st place is Dan Catholic Giesling. So
by the way, with your tier thing, I could definitely see Andy being number 4 and being in a tier of his own, but I don't agree that he could be
He's
like,
not in that tier. He's
not in that top
I
tier.
put him in that elite tier with Derek, Dr. Will, and Dan.
I would put him in that tier with a dotted line in between his name and Derek's name. Like he can be there, but he can sit with them, but he's only
Not
on
with
Wednesdays.
Yes.
Well, yes, of course. That's what
Kind
I'm
of like
saying.
their servant, He's kind of like, the slave of that tier. So
That's
maybe
right.
you
I
should
would
go to
love
a new tier and be the king of that tier.
I would
So
love to see a season with those four all together in an alliance.
That,
That would be epic.
no, just them four in a season together. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
But that's
Oh
never
god. That would be so great. I would love an all winter season, but I don't think it'll happen.
My next tier is Steven Jordan. Then the next tier would be Hayden, Maggie, Biggie, and Jen.
Steven Jordan. Oh my god.
They can be in a tier at the bottom together.
Yeah.
No, like Steve is close to Andy, and then Jordan's kind of like closer to Hayden, but like they're in the same tier. Hayden, Maggie, Boogie, and Jen all in this tier together. Evil Dick, Rachel, and Drew Dreschel in a tier together, and then Ian, Lisa, Nicole, and Adam. None of them show up.
For me, I'd more say Dan, Derek, Will, and then Dick is kind of on his own in my rankings. And then I'd say Nicole, Hayden, Andy.
Nicole.
Then I'd say Ian and Mike. And then Maggie, Drew, June. And then Rachel, Jordan. And then Lisa, Steve, and Adam kind of all get their own. So that's what I'd say. But
what about you, Tim? What's your tiers?
I need to watch BB 18. I don't know if I want to. Just to be like how
it was a good season.
It was pretty good.
But
I mean, compared to 16 or 15 or 14 or 17.
I like
17. 17 was pretty good.
18 was the best season in the past couple years.
I don't know. 17
I like
was pretty
17.
good.
I think 18 was much better than 16 and 17.
I like 17.
I think it's better. I think it was much better than 16 and 15 and 14 and
14
13.
was pretty good. 14 was good.
I didn't care for 12 either. 12 through.
I liked 12.
I like 12.
I liked it until Matt Hoffman went. Then it kind of was boring.
Yeah.
And I like Brittany, of course, and our dude.
Not really the biggest Matt fan, but
Yeah,
I
he
like
kind of
that.
did a
Not my
stupid
favorite.
move. Kathy, that's who he picks. Kathy,
That was a stupid move. But
Kathy.
Big Brother 18 was the best season since Big Brother 7. Well, aside 17, 11.
that's funny. Big Brother 18 was the best season since 17.
Big Brother 19 is a fantastic season.
Yeah.
Absolutely, bro.
I wish this game would have been so much better without Paul. Like, this was a perfect cast,
I
and then
cared
they
to
threw
disagree.
Paul in there.
No,
And
because, but then the KKK, the Cool Kids Alliance, or the Cool Kids Club would have just decimated the other guys.
Oh my gosh. I feel like the season would have been so much better. It would have been like in the ranks with
The only
the
reason
early
why,
season.
The only reason why I didn't want Paul in there was because Cameron went out. I wish Cameron would have stayed. I wish Jillian would have gone.
Yes,
Honestly,
I wish.
I kind of wish they would have brought Paul back, but then also brought like Shelby from OTT or Vanessa in as well, so that they have an 18-person cast instead instead of kicking somebody out.
Let's play kick Alex. Or I mean, let's play screw Shelby. Pick Alex Willett or Cornbread.
I like Alex too. Well, I'm saying one male, one female. So
Cornbread
Paul,
was my
and then like
second-
Alex or Vanessa
Cornbread was my
or Shelby.
second favorite in Big Brother OTT, and that shows you how much I despise Big Brother OTT. Then
Cornbread.
Scott, then Jason, and then everyone else can go.
I hated Jason. I still don't like Jason.
Jason was fourth, and he was very low. Like he was. I could watch him. I could not watch Danielle or Justin or Shelby or. Well, okay, Morgan was okay.
I didn't like Shelby at all the whole season, but she played the best game out of once Danielle was gone, Shelby played the best game.
I disagree. I think it was Alex Willett still. And
well, yeah, but Alex was before that. So in the top five, Shelby played the best game.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Alex Willett.
Alex was my favorite of the season. Though.
Alex remains the hottest Big Brother contestant of all time.
I like Alex. So.
Jessica's robbed.
Who?
Jessica?
Big Brother 19, Jessica?
Yeah.
I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't think she's attractive, but
Wow.
I just don't.
I don't.
What's there to her? Boobs. I'm not a big boob guy, so I'm not.
What about Aaron?
Aaron Grease. Yeah, okay. I just can't stand her personality, and personality matters a lot to me. So, but if we're talking looks, yeah, she'd probably best of Big Brother 15. Oh, maybe Candace though. Yeah.
Okay.
Brittany Haynes. Where are we talking about this? All right.
Brittany's married with 3 kids.
Oh, damn it. I was about to say Jordan Lloyd, but she's also married. Oh well.
I love Jordan.
I think I can end dreams and marriages. But should we end this right here?
Yeah, we probably should have ended it like 5 minutes ago.
You know what? We should have, but we didn't. We can go off on some more tangents or something.
Okay.
I think we already did.
I think there's a little too many tangents.
I mean, I blame Tim for all the tangents because
all my fault.
Yeah, because Maggie is a horrible Big Brother player, and
okay. Well, we can. I mean, if you have Jordan 5th, I think there's something wrong with your rankings.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna come back here. Right? We're gonna have a battle between Maggie Osborne versus Jordan Lloyd. All right.
We all just need to rewatch season 5 or 4 through 6.
Yes, that's what we really need.
I will watch season 6 on call with Tim and him tell me why Maggie should have won, or is a better Big Brother player than, I don't know, half of these people.
Andy.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Andy Heron versus Maggie.
I think Andy's much better than Maggie.
Thank you.
You've never seen BB6. How do you know?
But I haven't seen as much of 15 either. So of what I've seen, I see more good things from Andy than Maggie.
Your opinion is moot.
Andy is better than Maggie Osborne.
Your opinion is moot.
Michael's opinion is very valid. He
hasn't seen either season. He's just basing on what you say.
Exactly. And what I say is right. He has viewed my points against Maggie.
That's like saying June is better than Drew, even though we haven't seen either of the seasons.
I've seen both of them. Thank you very much. And June is better than Drew because
I've seen enough, but
you've seen enough. I haven't seen either. But
he's used my points that I've said for Andy, and the points that you said for Maggie, and your points and my points don't. So
that's basically that's just me being sucky at saying how she's good. Which
tell me how Maggie Osborne is a good Big Brother player.
Oh gosh, another tangent.
I don't want to.
All right, so I win, audience. Thank you.
No, because I've said it and you've refuted it, and I think we just
that means I won because you didn't refute back. All right. I have never taken speech and debate, but I would do great at it.
I'm sure. I don't know. I put Andy 5th. It's not like.
But Andy is on a tier with Derek and Dr. Will and.
Even Mike knows that's wrong. That's just wrong.
He hasn't seen Big Brother 15. He hasn't seen Big Brother 15.
Oh, okay. So now his opinion is moot because he doesn't. Okay.
Yes, because it helps me, and when it doesn't help me any longer, then it's mute.
Okay.
All right. So thank you for agreeing that Andy Heron is a better Big Brother player than Maggie Osborne. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me in the comment section who's better, Andy Heron or Maggie Osborne.
Or comment who's better, Jordan or any. Let's see. He put. Okay. Let's see. Can I see your list? I want to see who you put Jordan over, and then I will. You put Jordan over.
I
put Jordan over Lisa, Steve, and Adam.
Okay, that's fine. He put Jordan over.
I put Jordan over Hayden, Maggie,
everybody.
He put him over Hayden.
Dick,
Hayden.
Rachel.
He put him over everybody except for
Nicole and Adam.
The top 4.
Top 5. I changed her and Steve.
Oh, still.
That's just ridiculous. Jordan is not that good. don't know
That's
what you're talking about.
opinion. That's your opinion. Your opinion is wrong. That's my opinion, and my opinion is correct.
Opinions can be wrong.
Ask
apparently.
every Big Brother fan, and none of them will put them in top 5 or top 6.
Okay, you know what? Do we want to take this to 10 gauge? Do we
Take
want
it
to take
where?
this to 10 gauge?
Yeah, take it to 10 gauge. Say if
If Jordan Lloyd is better, I win $500.
no, because I don't
Nothing
trust 10
happens.
10
Oh,
gauge. 10 gauge does not count. Maybe like Reddit or like I don't know.
No, but then I'll
somewhere where
lose.
penises doesn't matter because penises matter on 10 gauge. So
Well, they matter on Reddit.
oh, okay then.
Wait,
Never
neither of them have a penis. What are we arguing about?
I don't know. But somewhere where gender doesn't matter and they're actually basing on gameplay and not gender.
So, thank you guys for agreeing that Jordan Lloyd and Andy Heron are better Big Brother players than Maggie Osborne. This has been a fun podcast. Tim has been incorrect on almost every single opinion of his. While Michael and
I said
Mike-
Rachel was. I put like Nicole and Steve in the right places. And Ian.
Michael and I have great opinions. Tim,
go.
obviously,
He put Derek above Will. What are you talking about?
that's more acceptable than you putting Maggie above Andy.
Oh, that's great.
All right. You know what?
Because look at Maggie. All right, Maggie is from
Oh
Big
my gosh,
Brother
another
10.
tangent. We were ending this here 10 minutes ago.
Just ended.
Maggie is from Big Brother 6. All right.
So what?
You're saying that Big Brother 6 is a good season.
Yes, it is a good season.
It's a decent season.
It's a
With
what are you
all-
talking? Now I will go to 10 gauge and ask 10 gauge if that's a good season. How about that?
All right, compare it to Big Brother 10 or Big Brother 11.
Okay, Big Brother 10's okay. BB11 is not better than BB6. I can argue that. BB10 is one of those.
No.
BB6 is
No.
I
better
don't
than-
agree with that one.
I
Well,
don't agree with that one.
90% of people agree that BB7 or
This is
BB6.
why Michael is a better opinionator than you.
Okay. Because he has the same opinion as you do.
Exactly, and when he doesn't, then he's bad. Now, thank you guys so much for watching Tim's Bad Opinions. If you like it, hit that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video by the Disney Nerd or live stream. I think I'm going to do another one like this. It's going to be the worst moves of all time. I think I enjoy having these two on.
Devin.
Devin's personality is not a move.
The worst players of all time.
HOH reign was the worst move.
This Paul's move right now is the worst move.
No, it's not.
Nomming Justin
Paul
Cody.
nominating them was so stupid.
I mean,
That's
I don't think anyone will beat Lawan.
No, it's not.
Lawan was the worst move of the game.
Hold up. Of course, yes. Lawan is the biggest dumbass of all time. But
Yeah.
no. Paul's move right now is not. He has no reason not to. And if so what? He gets rid of the power, and then they do another HOH. That's a good thing.
But
That's
I don't
not-
think he gets to play the HOH though.
So what? Everyone else
But
does.
still, he's wasting his HOH though. And she tried to
But
warn him.
Yeah, but she was being so vague, and
Still, she tried to warn him.
it's
She gave him opportunities. So.
She is stupid. Absolutely stupid.
Oh, well.
Yeah, she
Okay.
could have played that much better. She could have just said like this eviction's not happening or give her something.
Yes, thank you. She could have said, this doesn't work until eviction night, so you shouldn't be waiting at nomination for me to say that I have a power because it only works at eviction night. She could have told him that, and that would have been the
She
truth,
didn't end up
and then he would have nominated her, and he would have nominated Mark and Elena, and then none of this would have happened.
Well, Mark was immune.
Yeah.
Well, at this point in time, though, I don't think Mark would have gone for the competition because Mark's name would not have been
I think he would have.
by Paul.
I think he would have, like, because he voted in minority. I think he knew he was.
Well, fine. Elena would have been up with Alex and Jason, and then Elena would go home. And that still might happen.
Who won POV?
Paul.
Paul.
and he's planning on using it on Cody and put up Alex. So we
Planning to use it on Cody?
Yeah, so then we nominate Alex to make Jessica feel safe so she doesn't use the hex and blindside Jessica at eviction night.
Oh, yeah, probably.
That would be so stupid. Why wouldn't I think it would be a better move for him to take off Jessica.
Yeah.
Because I've heard that Jessica and Cody aren't even a thing anymore, or like kind of.
I watch Big Brother.
I feel like that would be so much smarter for him.
I watched Big Brother After Dark last night. They are definitely together.
They are, okay.
Yeah.
I know they were fighting at some point, but
well, yeah, that happened after.
Did you cancel the video or?
No, we're still.
Oh shit, we're still okay. We're still going. Okay.
Now, here's the thing about Paul.
I'll be right back.
I think it's smarter to leave Jessica up on the block for him. Just for the sole purpose that because like if you take Cody off and you put up Cody is like the glaring target right now.
yeah.
Jessica against Alex, she's gonna think that they're gonna evict Alex.
Mhm.
Why?
Yeah, but I mean, Paul and Alex have been together though, so I don't know. I feel like
Alex is
kinda-
off.
I don't know. It's just kind of still seen. I don't know.
Well, according to one of these live feed correspondents, Jessica thought that Alex was the target for this week, and she thought
I don't know.
that Alex and Josh were going up on the block together.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Goodness.
So, I mean, like, just if Alex is blindsided, quote unquote, then, you know, everything's fine and dandy for Jessica.
Yeah. Goodness. Okay.
All right, let's end this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to try and get these guys back up here with the I'm going to try and get these guys back for worst moves of all time. I don't know if I want to do it after these tangents, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys. Season premiere of YouTube Survivor Season 2 is going to be this Saturday, or, well, for you guys, it'll be Monday will be the first Tribal Council, but Saturday, technically, is the start date. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.